Welcome, everyone, to episode 213 of Respawn Aim Fire, the Kick-Ass Irreverent Gaming Podcast. Where does it say? I haven't been reading it in a while. Brought to you by Affable Idiots. I am Holden DePardo, but I'm also here with some special guests. We have our usual Chad Michael Innes.
He's not special, though.
That hurt my throat.
He's not
I'm
special.
very special. Thank you.
We have the video game photographer extraordinaire.
Thank you.
Dallas.
Thank you.
Free-to-play host and Uncultured Opinions host, Brent.
And
What up?
son and nephew.
Ivan.
And son of
Son,
he is
nephew,
Chad Michael's
grandson.
And then
Too much
you're not on camera, are you?
I can't be.
You are. Okay, perfect. And we also have
can't
Matt
be.
Vieira of Vaulted Podcasts.
He's fucking Dr. Oz back there. Hold on.
We also have Matt Vieira of the Vaulted Podcast, which we're recording right now in this beautiful studio. And we also is the host of the Average Nobody Show,
Thank you, Holden.
of course. And we're going to be talking about E3. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Oh, shit.
And
It's like-
Summer Bet Fest.
E3's
And Summer
happening?
Bet.
And
No, not
summer,
Summer Bet Fest.
Summer
Summer
Games
Games
Fest,
Fest.
Summer
which
Games
I
Fest.
call Summer Lame Fest.
Oh, we got an edgy boy.
Got him.
Oh, fucking got you, Keely.
Hate speech.
We'll also be talking about Horizon Forbidden West later on, as well as the God of War delay and its announcement as a PS4 cross-gen game. But we're going to jump into E3 predictions first. Unless I'm a terrible host. Anything you guys want to plug as well?
I want to plug. Tell us, do you still take pictures?
Yeah.
You want to send us some Red Dead ones for the end of the month?
Oh, fuck. Yeah,
I'm sure you have 100,000.
You don't even have to play the game.
No, because when I
anymore.
played through, there was no photo mode. So now I gotta.
Oh,
Well, I took
really?
2 pictures, and I was like, I'm going to stop taking because I'm sure Dallas has a lot. So
No.
Oh, yeah, Dallas provided the photos for the Mass Effect the
Yeah,
console show.
I've been playing Mass Effect
Yeah.
now.
And
I don't have time for that Red Dead shit anymore, man.
All right.
I moved
I'll,
on.
I'll just go
I
to
don't. I
Google
barely
Images.
know you.
Yeah.
I'll go to Google Images.
Who
I'll
are
download some
you?
Stuff and I'll attribute it to you.
You finally admitted that game sucked. I'm happy for
It's
you.
not what I said. I would never. Don't put words in my mouth.
I'll put a word in your mouth, and it's hi.
Oh,
Say hi.
candies.
Candy's nuts. I didn't even finish the joke. Brent, what do you plug in?
Yeah, what do you plug it?
Hey, Chad.
What?
Who's holding?
Holding these nuts?
I knew that was going to come up at some point.
Oh shit!
I'm going 3 more times at a minimum that will happen.
For those of you who are only listening, we're all 5 in the same room together for the first time ever.
Yeah.
It's wonderful, and we're just having a grand old time.
It's great.
I'm just so happy.
Maybe we'll tell some stories, or we'll just keep it with the boys.
There's not.
See, little secret. Nasty
What,
little
what
secret.
stories are you gonna tell?
Yeah, like
Well,
we
me
got
and Chad
pizza.
We've been together for 24 hours.
Me and Chad had a lot of
Yeah,
time
yeah.
on the plane.
Chad had a calamari. That's a story.
Yeah.
That's a story.
It's true.
And
Didn't
Brent
like
threw
it.
his over his shoulder while nobody was looking.
No, me and Chad spent a lot of time on the plane together. We shared intimate details about each other's
We swapped panties.
You took
No joke.
ass pics.
Chad
of each
has
other.
pictures of Brent's butt.
I do.
Many of them.
Oh man, I gotta take a picture of your butt later for
All right.
Bessie.
Deal. Bet.
All right, let's talk about E3.
So we all brought just as many predictions as we wanted. So I'm not sure how many each one.
I brought none. So.
You brought none? Totally
He
fine.
brought an entire none.
That's why when you said 3, I was like, and Chad's like, I got 1,000. I was like, how about we just bring as many as we want? And I wanted to bring none.
I just kept writing them down, and now I have 13. Just only for Microsoft and Nintendo.
Why don't you send
though.
like 3 over to me so it looks like I did something?
Yeah, you want to take a look at them for a second?
What is E3 this year?
No, no.
Like, what does that include this year? Do we have like an overview of like who's going to be there, who's not? Like,
Got
not all the
Mr.
details.
Greg
Yeah, we
Miller.
have that. It's going to be a lot of the usual suspects, basically just minus Sony and EA is not going to be there technically.
EA will be there later in July.
Yeah, later in
That's
July,
it.
but like
They
not part
usually
of
correspond.
E3 week. Yeah,
Correspond.
and there's someone else who's not going to be there either. I can't remember who it is, but Sony's not going to be there. That's
I
one of the big
don't
ones.
think that who Play Dead Games is going to be there. I don't.
To show off their game that's not going to come out for like 5 more years.
Right, right.
They're not going to be there. But no, like Ubisoft's going to be there. Bandai Namco actually think is having a show, and they don't usually have
Yeah,
one,
they're
which
having
is
their first one.
interesting.
Xbox Bethesda.
Elden Ring.
Xbox
Elden
Bethesda,
Ring.
their first joint
Elden
conference.
Ring. I don't know what Edgy just said, but Elden Ring. It's going to be really exciting, actually. I think I'm looking forward to this E3 because we didn't get one last year. And I'm hoping there's a lot of pent up like games that
dude.
weren't
Nah,
released.
Blue
in
Balls.
E3 has
2020.
been edging for 2 years now, and it's about to blow, and it's going to be great.
Oh yeah,
We like
I'm
to
so
hope
pumped.
so.
Well, I think it's a
God, I
combination
hope it
of
does.
It's never that.
pre next gen where they can't show off stuff yet. So like that explains a few years beforehand, and then COVID, obviously just COVID. We're ready. This is gonna be huge.
They got like hosts now, so I'm hoping they do like this really cool kind of like digital show where they run through everything.
Yeah.
I forgot they have like Greg Miller's hosting
Yeah.
some shit, right?
Oh, is he?
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool stuff.
I totally forgot about that too, honestly. Because I all I have is in my calendar rule. You put them in the calendar. To be
Yes,
fair,
I did all the hard work, but I forgot Nintendo in typical fashion. So.
You put Square Enix there instead.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh no, Square Enix does have one on that day.
Yeah, I'm
You
hyped.
that's because it
Sunday.
told me it
Wait,
moved.
what are the days?
You moved it.
Yeah,
What are the
it's on
dates?
Sunday.
Papa
yeah.
John's.
I'm so hyped for the Square Enix
What are the days?
conference.
The days.
Oh, I was gonna share
Hold
this
on,
whole calendar with all three of you.
yeah. Actually,
All
do you
right,
want to just
yeah.
read
All
off the dates for the
Let's do
events,
Yeah,
Chad?
read off the fucking days.
Okay.
Give us the
Okay.
dates, Chad.
Give us
Guys, I feel assaulted. There's an E3 pre-show starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday the 12th.
the 12th.
Elden Ring will be there.
Elden Ring is confirmed to be in production.
Oh, it had me for.
There includes, after the pre-show, they didn't have a time at all, according to E3 site, but there will be some news from Ubisoft. There will be some news from Gearbox. Ubisoft on their own site says, hey, our Ubisoft Forward is at 3 that day. We're like, cool, nice titties. And then the 13th on Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Microsoft plus Bethesda. We've got Square Enix at 3:15.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well, because Microsoft ends at 3, I think is what's in the calendar. Did they say it's a 2-hour show, or is it just like a
I
placeholder?
guessed it was a
Okay,
2-hour
gotcha.
show.
Okay, I believed it.
That's a lot
I believed
of
it.
time.
And this Square Enix that you put in there does not have a hyphen, so I know I did not put that one in there. There's some shit happening on Monday. There's gonna be like Bandai Namco. There's gonna be some PC shit, and then Tuesday is Nintendo.
So
Nintendo
4
Treehouse.
days.
Nintendo, and then Nintendo has 3 hours of Treehouse afterwards.
Yeah,
Which will definitely have Elden Ring featured.
Dude, Elden Ring Switch port. Let's go. Comes out before the other consoles.
For the first time ever, a Switch console or multiplat's going to come to Switch first.
It is confirmed 3:15 for
Nintendo,
Square Enix.
man.
Yeah.
Now is this all like YouTube?
You can
Yeah,
do it
it'll
on
all be on YouTube.
Brilliant.
channel or
YouTube, Twitch. You can do
everywhere.
it on IGN. You
Probably
can
their
do it-
own personal YouTubes.
Yeah.
That's
Game
all I'll
Boy
be watching,
camera.
Game Boy camera. You can point the Game Boy camera at your computer
You
screen.
can print it out with the Game Boy printer, like frame by frame, if you want to.
No, you can just like format it to put it on a GBA cartridge the whole conference and just watch it on a GBA.
Yes.
You could technically put your Game Boy camera inside of a Super Game Boy, inside of a SNES.
Yes, you can.
Hook that up into a computer through a capture card and Twitch stream from a Game Boy camera.
And it will have the sidebars from the
Yes.
Super Game Boy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which is the definitive way to watch any of these E3 events. Of course.
It's absolutely true.
Yeah. You want the highest quality. So let's start off with predictions. Who wants to go first? We'll just kind of.
I'll go first.
All right.
You go first? Yeah. Thanks, Dallas. We appreciate your.
Yeah.
All right. I'll talk about what we all want to see.
Yeah.
God of War.
Square Enix conference.
I don't want to see the
watching
conference
it.
at all to begin with.
We're watching it. All right.
Oh, you want Marvel?
No, we're
Avengers.
watching it, and then Final Fantasy, I don't know, 87 shows up. We're like, all right, whatever. And then you hear, flip, 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 flip.
Oh, that's right. Spider-Man's supposed to be coming.
Spider-Man shows up 2023.
Are you Are you at all upset that they've already confirmed that they will be showing off Avengers content and it will be Black Panther?
They've said stay tuned for other updates.
Okay.
So obviously they're gonna show off the war, like I think War for Wakanda is what it's called, like the Wakanda like expansions coming out in August, July, I think. They're gonna show that off. That's gonna be their main type thing. Marvel's Avengers is what we're talking about.
Do you think
I'm-
it's a teaser?
I don't expect Spider-Man, but I do kind of think we hear something.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
Wakanda is the last piece on the roadmap. So if they go to E3 and they're like, all right, here's Wakanda, great.
Nothing
and they
else.
don't show like
Yeah. what's
another
coming next.
roadmap or at least say, hey,
Little
we're
teaser.
working on Spider-Man, then it's like, all
That's
right.
that's my prediction too.
When did Avengers launch? November of last year?
September.
September 4th.
September.
Of last
September
year, yeah.
4th.
So since then, what new characters? Hawkeye,
Hawkeye, Lady
Kate Bishop,
Hawkeye.
and that's it.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when was
So-
Spider-Man supposed to come? Was he
They
supposed
just said 2021.
Yeah, it was rumored that it
PlayStation
was going to
exclusive.
be like
Right.
very early, kind of 2021, around June is what people were saying, but now it got pushed.
Yeah.
Spider-Man was supposed to be like out after Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, and then a couple other characters. Because I think Ant-Man was like rumored, I think they're going to be like, all right, we have to do Spider-Man. We have to push everybody else back and like focus
to get
on
this
Spider-Man.
Player base back.
Or
I don't think I'm ever gonna play that game again.
Really? Even if Spider-Man comes?
Even when Spider-Man comes, because I can't play that game and not let Brent be Spider-Man.
Okay, we'll play by yourself then.
Exactly. But dude,
I'm not gonna play that game by myself.
I just want to be his Hulk. I just want to be
No.
Hulk. I'm good. I got my character.
Yeah.
Like I just
You
want
were
to
a
be
dope
Hulk.
Hulk.
Dude, we have
You were a dope.
Every time I look at that game, every time I see clips from that game, I'm like, oh man, like it was fun.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's
the
such a
clip
good
I see
game.
on Twitter, that 1 minute clip is everything.
Yeah.
all
It's
minutes.
literally that 1 minute over and over and over in a
guys,
burning
you got to
forest.
help me get the platinum.
Boy.
That
You
sounds
guys
like a
think-
grind.
It's awful.
do you guys
But-
think Spider-Man got quiet because Sony's actually like, oh, that game? Nah, like we don't actually want to be affiliated anymore.
No, I doubt it. I highly doubt.
Oh, I'm being
it, 'cause-
facetious. I don't.
Oh, I
that's
know.
the case.
be
Because
fascist.
Spider-Man's definitely something people are gonna come back for.
yeah, I will definitely play it when Spider-Man comes out, whether
Dude,
you are him.
I will
and
not let
just
you
watch
play it
you.
without me.
We have to.
If
play
both
the
of you are playing it,
Wakanda
I'm gonna play it.
expansion.
Yeah, I'm jumping on for that. I'd play it for that.
Wakanda, a whole new biome, Chad. We have
Kate
to
Bishop,
play it.
no offense, did nothing for me, so I didn't jump on to check her out.
The Hawkeye
You
deal,
misogynistic.
the Hawkeye DLC is actually cool. Like what the future.
Oh yeah, Hawkeye's
perfect.
awesome.
Yeah, like oh, you didn't play.
It's just more bows. It's just bows on bows on bows.
Yeah, but like you
But
had
one's a
more
guy,
bows
and one's
on.
a girl, so
Oh, one's
Yeah.
bows with boobs, one bows with peen.
They have, like,
one's
different
cool and one's
movesets,
just a girl.
And then
Ouch! Hot takes coming from Dallas Smith.
Sorry, I'm trying to get another what is it?
Hate speech?
Hate speech strike on the studio.
This will be
it's
our
only in the
first.
studio though.
Okay.
They'll see the background and be like, yeah,
How have we
We
not
know
been
them.
flagged?
we know that.
We haven't been flagged because we're not big enough, but now that we've spoken it into existence,
Yeah, now that I've said some.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
Dallas.
it's because the NSA
We're
has a
gonna be
camera in here.
demonetized because of you.
yeah, Marvel's Avengers.
Take away my
I'm just-
Patreon.
Do you
I'm
think,
just saying
Brent?
what we all want to see.
Do you think that just saying Spider-Man's coming is enough? Because they've already said Spider-Man's coming.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
everything
I
you've
think
seen,
for-
though. Yeah.
For a lot of people, they need confidence. Like that's the thing with Avengers that people are mad
need
about.
reassurance.
Is like, yeah, reassurance.
Mm-hmm.
People are mad about like they're not telling us what's happening. So when they put out that roadmap, that was them showing like, hey, we are committed to showing you what is coming out, and they've stuck to almost everything on that roadmap. Everything I think they've stuck to. So I think you come out, you make another roadmap, and even being like, look, Spider-Man's gonna come out sometime on this roadmap. We don't know when,
Right.
But
he is coming.
That
We
will
need-
give people confidence. Like somewhere on this roadmap I'm looking at, there's a question mark of Spider-Man. He'll be July to December somewhere.
We need the Kevin Feige, this is Marvel Phase 2 of Avengers.
Yeah,
Like, this is what's coming on
yeah.
these dates over the next 3 years. That's what we need from them.
Avengers could be cool if they really take a year two and like just like a Destiny model, year two, and just
Absolutely.
like
Yeah.
completely
Right.
rework
That's-
everything.
yes, that's exactly it.
It's
I
got
need,
a lot.
I need
there.
pictures and I need dates.
Yeah, that's all I want.
That's
Pictures
all I
and
want.
dates.
I want pictures and dates.
Logos, words, calendars.
They got a good, fun gameplay element to that game. So if they just had more substance, more mission
Yeah.
quest line,
Think
it'll
about
be great, man.
Think about how bad this current Avengers game would be if it wasn't Marvel property.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
It was another just.
Yeah.
It was Anthem.
Yeah.
Right. It was Anthem.
It was
I
Outriders.
like the game, but I do like just playing as Captain America. Like I'll be honest.
Yeah.
You always
So
gotta
Iron
show
Man
his
was
cap.
fun.
We're not on Twitch. I can show my nipples.
I do want
Yes.
to call back to you, a prediction you made earlier in the year, which I think is a really good prediction.
What did I say?
That
Is it going to get us thrown off of YouTube?
Yes. Marvel's Avengers will go free to play, despite them making this promise of like it won't do it. But you had a good pitch, which is if you bought the game, you get all the characters for free still. Like going forward, you'll
Right.
still have that promise. This would be, if it's going to happen, I think this would be a good place to do it. And then say yes, and be excited because Spider-Man is coming. This is when he's coming. The whole Kevin Feige phase thing. Timing that, if they are going to do something like that, with the plan, free to play and their kind of future plan, I think that would be a great thing for them to do to really make a huge statement
I
at
think-
E3 and
I think they would only do it if they release Spider-Man and the game flops again and nobody buys the game. Then they'll be like, there's no one we can put out that'll get people to buy this game.
yeah.
Well,
That
the only thing is only PlayStation.
Yeah, it's,
Users
it's,
could-
it's only going to
Yeah,
sell the
but-
PlayStation.
Yeah.
yeah, but think about the market share PlayStation.
Well, yeah.
has,
and-
though.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
That was a really smart thing I said.
Yeah, I think it's
I'm glad you reminded me how smart I am.
Very, very good.
Did you not hear that somewhere else? Did you really?
I think I thought of that all by myself.
I had
don't
never,
impressive.
I had never heard of it before. So.
Sounds like something I'd say that I heard from someone else say.
I heard it from this like conspiracy theorist YouTuber.
Yeah, it was a QAnon thing for a while.
Yeah.
Oh no,
That's a
Flag.
no-no.
Oh,
It's a
no,
flag.
no, we're fighting for hate speech because we mentioned QAnon.
Twice.
And
I'm
definitely
gonna go
don't
back
draw
and
them
see
out.
what I
Cut that
say.
out.
No, you can say misogynist things all you want.
It's
We'll
okay.
make the episode E3 in comments on QAnon.
That's the problem. That's when they come. You put it in the title.
Yeah,
That's when they come.
absolutely. Because they're grasping to anything.
This video game podcast got political.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's my prediction. Number one. You don't really have anything, right, Dallas?
No, I really.
Okay.
I mean, I could think of
Dallas's
it.
prediction is that I will get the Marvel's Avengers plat.
No one predicts that.
Dude, got my
You know how many
cap.
fucking
Here's one.
challenge
Wait,
rooms you have to
here's
do?
one.
I got
Here's
my
a hot
cap
take.
to 150 and I lost my data, so now I'm at 139.
Ugh.
Red Dead Redemption 1 remake.
Really?
Yep.
Like
Why?
not remaster, remake. Like
Who's asking for that?
Dallas is.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of Red Dead communities that are asking for it, and it's already in the game. It legitimately, the whole area is in
Yeah.
the game.
yeah.
Does Rockstar have a history? I think like they re-released Bully, but it wasn't a remaster really. It
Right.
was just like, hey, here's some up-res graphics.
Yeah.
But they don't really have a history of remastering things, do they?
Well,
I
but
just
they
thought of this on the spot. I didn't put any thought
I
into
think
it.
if
So
this
with
wasn't
GTA
Rockstar, we would get
No,
it.
you're right, Chad. They're not going to do
GTA
it.
5 though, they didn't just like make it 1080p on the next gen consoles. Well, at the time, next gen consoles, they did up the graphics again. They reworked stuff. They're doing that again with the PS5 version. So I feel like that might be in their wheelhouse. They also talked recently about bringing back some of the like GTA 3, San Andreas, and Vice City in some way. I think
That's
they
been
mentioned
rumored
that.
so heavily for GTA 6 to the point where it's like I don't think it's true, but I want it so bad.
Oh no, this is like the Rockstar themselves commented on it and said like we are looking at these older GTA games.
I would love a Vice City.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
yes. I dropped out of college because of Vice City. That's how much I love
That'd
it.
be correct.
I played that game so much that I failed out of
San
college.
Andreas is the best GTA game. It's
San
so
Andreas
good.
too, yeah.
Vice City's
You guys
bad.
are just big fans of that hot coffee cheat.
Dude, think about all the memes you know from San Andreas. It's so memorable.
That's
like-
the only one I never finished.
Really?
Yeah.
You have like
Because
Follow the Drain, you have the Big Smoke, you have the Big Smoke's Order, like all that. Like it's so memorable.
I think I felt like it was too RPG heavy for me. Not not too heavy, but it was like those elements like put me off of the game. Like I was like
I can see that.
I was making sure like I rode my bike everywhere because I'm like I got to be fat. And like this game is such stupid.
I'll jump into my predictions here. For Microsoft, I think we're going to get a release date for Psychonauts 2, and it's going to be extremely soon. Like from Shadow dropped to like a month or two. Like really, really soon. I think it's going to happen. They have I think at the end of last year they said they're not adding any new content. They're just kind of like patching things up at this point. And they've probably been patching things up along the way in the past 8 bajillion years they've been working on that game. But that's probably coming soon. And it's not the kind of game they need to be like...
Yeah, the huge marketing campaign for
Exactly,
it.
yeah.
Just Shadow drop it, people are going to go buy
Put on
it.
Game Pass.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Put it on Game Pass.
too. Yeah.
The Psychonauts fans will go play Psychonauts.
Andrew,
Yeah.
the only Psychonaut fan.
Is anybody a Psychonaut fan? Yeah.
No.
No, never played it before.
Never
I'm
played
gonna
it.
play it
Never
just
played
because Andrew's obsessed with it, but that's about it.
I would check it out. I just never played it. So
It's on Game Pass, and I own an Xbox.
so do I. And I own Game
Don't
Pass and I
play it.
don't
I
play
have
it.
the PS4 port.
All right, Papa John's.
Papa John.
Here's my
Why
first
does that
one.
joke always hit? man?
It's always,
always
always.
Oh, it's
Um,
Papa John's.
We will be unhappy with the Ubisoft Forward conference.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
no.
You mean
Yes.
you,
All
mean you
they're
don't
gonna
want to see
sell-
Trackmania?
We will see way too much Trackmania.
If
Wasn't that
they
Trackmania?
announce like a new
Yes.
Assassin's Creed, you won't be hyped.
But they're not going
Okay,
All
they're
right,
not going
fair
to
enough.
announce a new
Fair enough.
Assassin's Creed. They might talk about,
might
we
be
just
Valhalla
released this
DLC.
expansion for Valhalla. Look how
Yeah,
cool it is.
probably.
That's all we'll see of Assassin's
I
Creed.
think it would be
The
like
Siege
the
of Paris
the
stuff,
Paris
yeah.
DLC, yeah, which is cool, but I haven't played Wrath of the Druids yet.
I played like a couple hours of it.
Yeah.
Is it good?
We're not. just
I
seeing
mean, it's
anymore.
more Assassin's.
I've heard it's like very like we don't remember Assassins anymore. This is like
Yeah,
something.
that
else.
whole game is not Assassin's Creed.
Splinter Cell. What about Splinter Cell?
No.
Cell was
Splinter
good.
Cell
Is
is
dead.
Is it dead? That'd be hype.
Splinter Cell is now a character. Sam Fisher's in everything, but he's not in his own game.
Yeah.
That was Splinter Cell was in the Walmart leaks.
3 years ago. or
But what
something.
doesn't Walmart leak?
But that's the thing is like they
Real
got a
shit.
lot of stuff right in that leak. So like
Yeah.
maybe, and they've been hinting and teasing at it by like including Sam Fisher and things no one wanted him to be included with. That, like,
Raise your left leg if you are a fan of Splinter Cell, the game series.
I've never played one. Before,
I've played one or two of them. and
Exactly.
They were,
Look at that. Look at that.
Splinter
We've
Cell is
got like a half a leg up over here.
Yeah.
We
I played
will
them. I
be
wouldn't call myself
disappointed
a
in the Ubisoft bowl.
No, being a Ubisoft fanboy, I am so used to disappointment with Ubisoft.
well, wait, all right. So you consider a disappointment if something doesn't get you hyped, but you know it gets other people like. If Splinter Cell hit, people would go fucking ape shit, dude.
We
Like,
will be unhappy with the Ubisoft Forward Conference. That
And-
is my prediction.
So you have like the joy of others doesn't bring you happiness.
Chad,
No.
Chad,
So
challenge to you:
Ooh,
Mario Rabbids 2 Kingdom Battle.
that
the
will not
sequel.
make the entire Ubisoft Forward 2-hour conference great. I will still be unhappy with most of it.
most
Guys, do they still make Just Dance?
They do.
They do, yeah. It's
They
still
do.
I
coming to
haven't
Wii.
seen it in so long.
It was at the Ubisoft Forward last time.
Jeez.
Yep.
Actually,
I
is it still
predict
coming
that-
to Wii? Is that still going to Wii?
It
now?
is not still coming to
Okay,
Wii now.
okay.
I think wasn't that the last Wii game? It was like Just Dance.
I don't know.
Oh, 100% was because it came out about I don't know how many years after the Wii U life cycle.
And they
ended.
still released it on Wii after they discontinued the Wii U version.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
That was legendary.
That's crazy.
That's wild. Yeah.
Matt, what you got?
Yeah, I have a prediction. My first prediction is this is going to be. It's going to be the first time tangibly that we see that, like, oh shit, I'm no longer going to be able to play Bethesda games on anything other
Yeah.
than an Xbox.
Yeah.
They're really going to hit that home. It's
Yeah.
going to be, oh shit, like,
Yeah.
no more. Like, no more on PlayStation.
Yep.
Like, this is it.
I agree. They really
Absolutely,
need
yeah.
to come out and be like, look, stop guessing it's coming on PlayStation. It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think too, I think they're going to do something big with Starfield. I think that's
Absolutely,
I think
yeah.
something's going to come out with that pretty big. And I also
You
think
think we
that my long shot prediction is that they announce a new Wolfenstein. Whether it's a
dude,
title
I hope-
card,
I hope.
whether it's I mean, I doubt it's a trailer or anything like that, but it's at least going to be a name, and they're going to have a roadmap for it because they need to. They need to have a roadmap for these big, these big first party games.
Do you think we get a
Exactly.
They need
just to say, like Xbox is getting Wolfenstein 3.
yeah.
It's
Right.
not Youngbloods. It's a real.
It would be
3
such.
title.
It would be such a waste.
Wolfenstein is Xbox only now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You have a Series X.
Part of me
I
wants
don't want it, though.
Part of me wants to be sad that Doom's coming only to Xbox, but I only play Doom on PC.
Yeah.
So as long as it comes to Steam, I don't care.
Xbox not like taking the sponge that is Bethesda and squeezing it out over E3.
Yeah.
with all of the shit that they can bring is would be such like money left on the table.
Yeah, just think about
Yeah.
how much like legendary IP Bethesda
And-
has. You can't just like not use that.
you need to, like we with PlayStation. I say we because we're all big PlayStation
Right.
fans.
Yeah.
But with
Dallas loves
PlayStation,
Xbox, though.
you know what you know what's coming. You're gonna have another Horizon. There's gonna be another God of War. There's probably gonna be another Ratchet and Clank coming down.
We also know like Naughty Dog's going to do something. You can look forward
Right,
to that.
exactly.
Like even if they haven't announced.
Xbox has always needed that, and Bethesda is their ticket to that.
Yeah, but
What?
Bethesda doesn't hold.
No, not
right,
no. You're
again,
right. You're right. You're
this
totally
group.
right. But
I would look out to Fallout coming out. I'm excited about Starfield.
Dude,
so I'm
Skyrim
excited
was
about
one
I'm-
of the
I'm
best
excited
games
about-
that has ever come out.
but
Dude,
you forget though. Like I think people are getting confused with the Bethesda that released Fallout 76 and the Bethesda that did Wolfenstein: The New Order.
Well, that's not.
Yeah, it's like machine games, but they're
yeah,
under
they
Bethesda
just-
Cinematic.
But like
Published
I think
those
there's two types of
I just
games. In that.
don't want to play a janky ass Bethesda game. Give me that shit.
Yeah, but
I don't
did you
wanna
play
that shit.
did you play
Oh my God, I
Wolfenstein?
can touch
Wolfenstein's
a person.
not janky. Like sure,
No, no,
Fallout 76
that's not.
is a disaster.
That was just published by them. It wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the
Developed by
publisher
them.
versus
I'm
Bethesda
thinking like
software.
Skyrim.
Yeah, but it's
Skyrim was great. I'm not gonna lie, it was great, but it was janky as fuck. I mean, it's old as shit too.
I
But
would
like,
Matt here though on this
That's
because
the
like
charm, though.
it is a Bethesda game in the same way that Naughty Dog is Naughty Dog. It's a Naughty Dog game, but it's a Sony game and like it's owned by
Oh, okay.
them, so it's totally a Bethesda game.
Dallas, here's my thing on that. Yes, Bethesda's always had janky games, but I 100% believe they came in and Xbox is like, all right, you're still using that Bethesda engine. Stop. Use id Tech.
Oh,
like,
please, dear God.
right,
please
right.
stop.
If they get
using
rid of that shitty ass engine,
yeah.
I'm all on board.
They've said they're
there's-
getting rid of it. They
yeah,
said,
there's no
they said,
way
like
they
for
don't-
Starfield they're going to revamp the engine. So.
Yeah, Starfield.
We'll see that,
I'm
yeah.
hyped for the new Elder Scrolls. I'd be hyped
Yeah.
for just to see it on a new engine, on a
Yeah.
new gen system. Like it's like yeah.
Yeah, there's
Sign me
no
up.
way they don't use the
But until I see it, until I get to play it, all I can think of is
Yeah.
the clunky ass fucking shitty engine of
Yeah.
fall. Like, dude,
Can I?
That's
Playing
Listen,
Fallout.
I
was,
agree
like,
with
the
you, but
worst
watch your
experience in my
mouth,
fucking life.
I
It was the
agree with
worst
you,
experience
but
of my life.
watch.
I swear to
watch
God, like
your
the
mouth.
shooting mechanics in that game are so fucking bad.
Okay,
They are,
Fallout
yeah.
76 is fun though. I do.
No, it's not. We
The only
literally
reason
all
it's
played
fun is
together and
we
hated
all
it.
thought it sucked. So it was
Listen,
fun because we
I
just made
can't
fun of
defend it. I'm the biggest Fallout defender.
I'm talking about Fallout
Cannot
4.
defend it.
I like
Fallout 4, I probably put 20 hours in, and all I did was build my base because everything else was fucking shitty.
Oh,
That was the
no,
best part of
stop.
it.
Yeah, but like I don't.
amazing.
Dallas, stop.
I could do that in any other game.
I will be
Like,
debating
I can-
Fallout 76.
I can understand 76. You saying that's bad? 4? No. 4 was amazing.
4 was really
Four
good.
was
yeah.
I couldn't
awesome.
get over how bad the mechanics were.
Okay,
is my
so
guy.
I'll take
This
the
is my
shooting in
guy.
76 for sure, but in Fallout 4, you have the VAT systems. You can like work around it. It's
But
it's
all right,
better,
so
yeah.
my experience at Fallout 4 was I left my little development. I went down to like some fucking abandoned factory, and like 8 dudes came on at once, and I died. I went back, died, went back, died, went back, killed one guy, died. I was like,
Yeah.
this fucking sucks. I'm just gonna go build my base. Leave me
They're
alone.
telling
Like,
you-
does have
they're
a
telling
you
really
you
guys
can't
stay
go
in the
here yet.
foundry. Yeah, but fuck that.
It does have a really
Stay in
bad.
the foundry. I'll stay over here.
It does have a really bad problem with like checkpoints and stuff and getting like killed, like sliver your health and you go back to that point.
you-
You have to go back 30 hours.
And then like I take rads to heal my like whatever.
No, you don't take rads to heal you.
You take rads to get away from or to boost
I need
your,
to-
yeah. It's yeah.
Rat away.
Rat away.
But
okay.
did you even like meet Nick Valentine?
No, I don't think so. Who the fuck is Nick?
Exactly.
He's a robot detective, Dallas. God damn it.
Sounds like a
robot
robot
detective.
detective.
You can bring him with
Valentine.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Travel the world.
That
It's
was
great.
that was something that I mean, let's not review Fallout, but that was one of the big improvements from Fallout 3 to Fallout 4. Is I like that you could take a companion with
Companion.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had a companion at one point, and it was like saying stupid shit to me.
you. Dog meat. Did you
Okay,
take dog meat?
Yeah, I got dog meat,
the
yeah.
locations like were
At the
great
gas
too. Like going to
station.
Diamond City and realize, oh, this is Fenway Park.
Yeah.
I've been to Fenway Park. Like this is really cool. Awesome moment.
It's I don't know. It's like dark and
But I
brown.
I
and
do understand what you're
ugly
saying.
and
Yes.
like fuck that game.
Yes,
Just-
no one wants
But
to look
imagine-
at that game.
Yeah, no,
But
I-
imagine-
I
You
play
put your hands on the
Horizon,
sticks and it's like no one wants to play that
and then
game.
you put it on
Yes,
Horizon,
but-
you're like, holy shit, dude.
Right?
But
Look how
here's the
pretty
thing.
this is. And I didn't play that game. I didn't finish that game either.
The
so.
jump from Fallout 2 to Fallout 3 was like equivalent to like when they made GTA 3.
Yeah.
It was like that jump
Yeah.
in graphics. Imagine them making a jump in engine and graphics for Fallout 5.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
Fallout 5
Fallout
won't be
5
that because they just
Yeah,
got bought.
I know.
So they've been working on Fallout 5 already
Fallout
in a
5 comes
shit
out
engine.
with the
Yeah.
id Tech.
In a
But
shit
imagine
pattern.
Fallout.
If they've been working
but
Fallout 5
imagine
at all,
Fallout
though.
6.
Because they have Elder Scrolls 6, they have Starfield.
Yeah, that's true.
And bringing it back to Starfield though, like
Do you
that's
guys-
going to be a totally different world.
No,
it'll
yeah.
just be lots of chrome instead of lots of brown. Is my assumption.
All right.
Chrome
I'm
everywhere.
thinking Mass Effect.
Do you guys
Yeah, I'm
think
kinda
we get
similar to
a
that, yeah.
Starfield gameplay trailer at E3?
I think they almost
just-
need to.
If it's as
Yeah.
Some
close as
trailer that
Holden
shows
thinks it
what
is,
the
then
game is.
yeah.
yeah, we need something. I think we can't just get another title.
Farted in this vault right now.
Oh, no.
And it's normally not something I have to bring up because we're doing it over Discord. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Air purifier in there
We are locked in a vault.
Turn on the AC.
is legit.
Okay, so
It smells so bad.
on Starfield, kind of going into that because I think that this is one of my hotter takes here. I'm not like firm 100%. I'm not like saying this is gonna happen.
Firm.
Not with the way you're
100.
thinking about it, Chad.
No,
Oh, yeah, he's still
it
thinking of
smells
his
like
fart.
That's what I'm
Oh,
thinking
okay.
about.
I don't smell it yet.
Oh, that's blue. Don't be
Yeah, I'm blowing it away from me.
no,
It's going that way.
musty.
So scuffed.
I am
Musty.
happy over here.
You have some swamp ass to show, man.
It's from sitting between you guys.
Yeah, man.
Sorry.
You're wearing
Oh,
jeans.
God.
Starfield.
Smell it?
I think we'll see gameplay of Starfield. Honestly, whether it's coming this year or next year, because I think
Yeah.
that has to be to kind of what you were saying, Matt. Of they need to start showing the prowess of this acquisition. They need to show gameplay, even if it's coming next year, just so they can say, "Hey, look, we have this game. You need an Xbox for it, or at least Game Pass." They
need to see
need
what
to do
it
that.
is.
Yeah, they need to show what it is. So I think regardless if it's coming this year or next
Yeah,
year.
I say probably
Yeah.
next year, and but they need it to show it.
So here's my argument for 2021 and why I still think it could happen. Again, I'm not like 100% set on this because obviously there's a lot of people in the industry who think that it's coming next year, who also thought that the Switch Pro is going to be announced this week, to be fair. But they just started the copyright for Starfield specifically for 2021. It was like back in like late April, early May, they said, hey, we're now going to copyright Starfield. They don't have to do that for advertising because otherwise they would have had to copyright it for when they showed it off at E3 back in 2019. Why didn't they copyright it then? They copyrighted it for this year. They copyright games to sell the game. So why would they copyright it for this year and then like a month later say, actually, we changed our mind.
Yeah,
It's
we
not
don't
going to
need
be
it until
coming out.
next year.
So I think that's it's still possible, I think.
I'm just thinking about it like, I think there's a chance it comes out like this holiday. Like, I think it's been in cooking for a while, but there's two things. One, we still see no gameplay.
Yeah.
And even they could show it off in June and then it comes out in December. They can do that. But I'm thinking, okay, Halo comes out this year, and then next
Yeah.
year you have another blockbuster holiday game for Xbox. And then you sprinkle in hopefully some games throughout 2022 that other Xbox studios have been working on, and you end it with a bang with Starfield.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like Halo's the known quantity. We know we're gonna get Halo. There's no way they go through E3 and
That's what we
not
thought
show-
last year.
But we know it's coming this year at least. Like
That's what we thought last year.
That's when I'll finally get my Series X.
Will you be sorely disappointed? I was thinking about the
it's
copyright thing and
available.
what that could mean, and then I think about things like Final Fantasy 15 and how they're like, we're going to release a whole world of things, like the Kingsglaive movie starring the Game of Thrones people,
Yeah.
and a comic or whatever the fuck. Like, what if they just copyrighted it so they could release a prequel comic or something
Yeah.
world building, like a Flash game, not a Flash game because it's dead, but
that's totally fair. I mean, I'm not like super attached to Starfield, so I wouldn't be like, oh man, don't comics.
Yeah.
Like I guess I'm not like 100% set on it happening in 2021.
I'm
I
not
just think
sitting
it's
here
still-
trying to say, Holden, be disappointed. I'm just like, what else could that mean?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, like the copyright is going to be for a huge breadth of
Right.
of things. They always copyright for anything imaginable in case a cereal box comes out called Starfield cereal,
Right.
and
Or
they want to say you can't do
Starfield
that.
Shelter as something you could play on your phone
Yeah.
before the actual Starfield comes out.
Yeah, no.
I have one thing before we leave this Microsoft Bethesda thing. Is,
Yeah.
what do you think? Is it too conspiracy theory? QAnon people are stupid. Is it too QAnon to think too deeply into the title of the conference that is Microsoft plus Bethesda rather than just Microsoft? Like, are they saying we are still kind of two separate entities with two different goals, or is it like, hey, this is now Microsoft plus?
That's
This
what I
is-
think.
Yeah.
I think it's
I'm
more them
thinking-
saying like, yeah, but that's is ours now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't even consider it
I'm thinking it's like
anywhere
them
else.
respecting Bethesda still, because Bethesda's always had their own conference.
Right.
So
That's
they're-
what I think.
So they're like, all right, we still respect Bethesda as an entity, so we'll be like Microsoft and Bethesda. So if you want Bethesda, come to the Microsoft show.
Yep.
Instead of just being like Microsoft, oh hey, here's a Bethesda game. You know, they're still like hand in hand, partner hanging out.
Bethesda doesn't publish anything anymore, right?
They do. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's still
Doom,
published.
Wolfenstein, like
Yeah.
those
Well,
are technically just
Outer
publishing.
Worlds is now published by Microsoft, right? That was a Bethesda thing.
I think they still said that the Bethesda brand will still be around.
Outer
Wait,
Worlds,
Outer
maybe
Worlds-
Maybe they meant like
No, it's not.
Outer Worlds. What is
that
Outer
was
Worlds?
Obsidian.
Yeah, Obsidian.
Which
Who-
is now
Which
owned
is
by
still
Microsoft.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
maybe they meant like games in the pipeline they're still going to publish are still going to be there. They're not going to drop games and say find a new publisher.
Yeah.
I actually can't remember. That's a good question. I don't know.
Would they not like if Doom 3 comes out? Would that be published by Microsoft? Wouldn't it still just be published by Bethesda, which is owned by Microsoft? But
So many.
Yeah, it's weird.
unknowns.
Maybe it'll
Names
just
to
be
the
published
unknown.
by Xbox now.
Panic at the Disco.
The other thing about that too is, I mean, think about if in this crazy hypothetical where Microsoft bought Nintendo, they wouldn't just absorb and like leave the Nintendo brand aside. Like
Yeah.
they would absolutely have a plus Nintendo. By the way, remember
Right,
Nintendo,
right.
you guys? I think it's also just for that to say like, hey,
Yeah.
Bethesda is not just Fallout; it's this whole breadth of things, and it's a huge part of us. It's the most studios are from Bethesda, whereas most acquisitions are like Insomniac. Insomniac is just Insomniac, and they have like a few teams within it. So you'll never see like Sony plus Naughty Dog or
Right,
Sony
right, right.
plus whatever. So I think it's just because it means more than a traditional acquisition.
Dope.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Brent, what you got? What's your number 2?
oh god. So what do you expect to see from Microsoft in general in terms of
Wait.
First
Is this a
party.
question or is this a prediction?
question?
Okay.
Because I don't know what to predict, but I think we kind of start seeing some exclusives. Like, I'm not saying we're getting big Halo blockbusters, but I think we start to see some fruits of Microsoft's labor. Of we see more Avowed. Oh, Avowed's very early 2022.
Yeah.
Things like that. Like some more small things to get your hands on that come to Game Pass that are exclusive. Some games that have been cooking for 5 years are finally going to get showed off and things like that. How much do you think is actually going to come out, and I know we've had this conversation for like 10 years of like, will Xbox get exclusives? But how much do you think we're gonna see this year?
I think Avowed for sure we'll
Yeah.
see, because Obsidian releases games extremely frequently.
Yeah.
So we'll see Avowed probably not this year, but probably next year. They want it much earlier than Elder Scrolls, obviously, because they don't want those too close together. But yeah, I think we'll definitely see that with gameplay for sure.
And what about the Senua's Sacrifice?
Oh fuck yeah.
We're gonna see what
Hellblade.
Hellblade.
No, they've already confirmed, right? That we're not.
There was a
seeing it.
rumor, I
What?
think.
We're not
There was a
seeing it?
It was a rumor, yeah.
that we won't really.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's surprising, right? Because it's
Yeah,
like
man.
the game that we thought was maybe closest to being
Right.
finished.
You-
It
These are
looks
the
like
game. These are the things that Xbox needs, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, they
Yeah.
need to show like, hey, we have this amazing game, exclusive to us. Here's more footage. You know, if it's if it's delayed, is that why they? You know, it's
I think with
just they need to at least mention it.
Yeah, they
I
had
think
two
show
IP
more
with
of it.
Halo and Hellblade that were like people were being like, okay, I'd buy Series X. For this.
Yeah.
and they were both like pushed and
Pushed
like,
way
didn't
off.
hear anything about it until recently with Halo. Them like talking about it, so it's just weird.
Yeah, those are the exclusives. I think they need to go that route because that's how they'll compete with Sony. In my
I agree that they need to show Hellblade because I feel like you know, kind of what you guys were saying, like it's the first thing they showed off for Series X.
Right.
So like this is the game. I think Project Mara, the other game Ninja Theory is making, is going to come sooner. Just from like comparing those trailers, you can see an unbelievable amount of detail in what's her name, the actress's name. I can't remember her
Anna
name.
Kournikova.
the woman who plays Senua.
yeah,
It is not something that is Western that I'm familiar with.
yes,
Yeah, her facial expressions and the detail and what they can do graphically are insane in Hellblade 2 trailer. But
Melina Jurgens.
yeah,
Yes.
Jergens,
Melina Jurgens, like the lotion.
like the lotion.
You
that
are
you-
Jurgens.
Don't
not-
look. You're making
Okay.
misogynistic comments, and then we mention a woman, and you immediately jack off. Down.
I gotta
second,
leave.
this-
I gotta leave.
You just did
Nobody,
this.
yeah, but the
You
table's
just
here.
did
Nobody
this.
fucking saw that.
he doesn't deny. He just says no. It's not.
My views don't align
Can you see
with
it,
this.
Matt?
Yeah, but I don't think I was on you. I think I was still on hold.
Oh, thanks.
Project Mara's facial expressions, like they look more like they could be on Xbox One. So I feel like we're probably gonna see that first before we see
I gotcha.
Senua. But I would much rather see Senua or Senua's Saga now.
Project
Yeah,
Mara.
me
That's
too.
is that the one with the home and the procedurally generated dust and shit?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's gonna be
cool.
interesting to see. Yeah,
I would love to see Senua come out this year and score well.
You're just getting destroyed.
Absolutely.
Is he? Is he doing? Are you doing
I
worse
got
than I am?
screwed.
I have
You
no
got
game.
screwed by something.
God of War.
I have
God of War. Yeah.
I had
and I have Breath of the Wild too. So fuck.
Ghost and Goblins.
Me. Yeah,
Got me 7 points.
yeah, that's the one I picked. To,
And then I got negative points because I counterpicked Returnal,
Yeah, I got those points.
82?
which was a terrible choice.
What was that,
And then
82?
I
Did that end up being
literally,
I
82?
think so.
literally no other games are coming.
yeah.
None. If Sports Story gets delayed till next year, I'm screwed. I'm fucked.
Watch. Matt's gonna be at E3. All these new game announcements. Get that one.
He's
Get
gonna buy
that
it.
one.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna be.
It's a draft. We're not GM mode. This is a fucking draft, guys.
I
Oh,
got,
we're GMing.
Yeah, you guys are. I'm
I
not.
got
I'm
screwed
fucking
by
drafted.
Hood. I really got screwed by Hood.
Why? What did it? What did it
I
get
think
rated?
I lost like 8 points on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that bad of a game?
Boo-hoo.
You played it.
I did play a little bit of
I
it.
played
When
the
are you
open
gonna
mission.
hop on?
I played the open mission. I thought it was okay.
We still have to play it. That game
Yeah.
was fun.
I'll play it.
It was like, it reminded me of like really cool aspects of like the Assassin's Creed Unity like heist.
Yep.
I was like, this is awesome. Even down to like having a character that literally has the Phantom.
Right.
I do have one Microsoft specific, kind of going off like what do we want to see or what do we need to see. One Microsoft specific prediction of my 3, and it is that there will not be a car on stage. We will be missing a car. We will have a Forza announcement,
there gonna
but
be
there
just
will
no-
not be a car.
Actual physical vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there
That'd be
going to be
first.
stages for these like?
Well, that's the thing.
Ooh.
No stages. So
Oh, see?
Well, it
There
might
might-
have a
there might
little stage.
I mean, Jeff Keighley still has a stage in
Yeah.
his shit.
he had like 4 stages, didn't
well. In Microsoft's probably going to be 4 chairs and like a round table
Right.
talking about
he? Yeah,
games.
that's
Can we get the fake audiences again from the PlayStation
the
thing?
direct thing. Or whatever. Yeah, it was great. I'm actually pretty interested to see what they're gonna do
yeah, they
for a
need
production
to,
situation.
they need to up the production situation. Their production values are probably the weakest of
Yeah.
all the different events we've
Yeah,
been
but the
seeing. Not
Lego
great.
car was awesome.
What was the Lego car?
It was for
Forza,
Lego
yeah, the DLC.
Yeah, that's right. I have a few more for Microsoft.
Just for Microsoft.
Two of them are outlandishly crazy. One for certain is not going to happen. I'm still going to say it anyway.
Halo 6. I mean, Halo 7 is announced and released.
Even crazier than that. Kojima is going to be at Microsoft's event, and they are going to buy his studio. They are going to buy Kojima Productions.
Is Kojima Productions a free agent?
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't like it. Fuck that.
Yeah, I think so. All right, here's just my thinking on that. Is Kojima takes
Well, that's what it is. It's not Halo.
No, well, Xbox sucks because Halo sucks.
Jesus.
Kojima makes risks, and Microsoft, I don't think, would tell him what to make. I don't think they would say, like, you have to make these things. They would just be like, you go do your thing, and we're going to keep financing your game. So you don't have to worry about, like, is this game going to be as palatable for a wider audience? You can make another Death Stranding game and not have to worry about people going, like, it's just a walking game. You'll make your next game, and you'll still, like, because it's what you want to do. I think that would be appealing to Kojima, and I don't think Sony would offer him
That freedom.
Yeah, I
Do you think Phil Spencer would still let Kojima date Jeff Keighley?
It's a group package. They'll come together.
Yeah, I think Xbox really wants that kind of like Japanese
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
foothold, which I still think at some point maybe Sega's on the table.
Yeah, I can see
shit.
them. They need to make huge moves in Japan. If you look at like the sales for Xbox in Japan, it's literally like in the
They sell,
hundreds.
yeah, they sell like 5 copies.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
it's really bad.
Yeah.
It's incredibly
I
bad.
mean, hey,
So,
Sony doesn't care about Japan anymore. Someone's got to swoop in and save it.
Japan doesn't need saving. It's a strong, independent woman.
You're right. You're right. Sorry, my bad. I want to make my apology video right now.
What's your other Mikey?
I'll do one that's I think very safe, and then I'll do my other crazy one, and then have all the Nintendo stuff too. Okay, the Coalition's going to show off a new Gears game. I think it's 2019 is when Gears 5 was announced or was released.
Yeah.
They'll show it off the next one. I don't know if it's going to come out this year, but they'll show it off. The second one, this one's bananas, but I think it could actually happen. Ghost Story Games is Irrational, who made BioShock. They haven't released anything since BioShock Infinite. But they've talked about this like narrative like thing they want to do where the narrative will change depending on the decisions you make, not in like a dialogue box, but like active things you do in the gameplay. And it's been a long time. There have been job listings for a while from them, and I think it's time that we'll see their game. They've had relationships with Microsoft in the past. If it's going to show up at one of these events, it's going to be a Microsoft event. I mean, 2K does 2K have an event? I don't know if they do.
They do not have their own event. No.
Yeah, then I think Microsoft's event would be a good place for them to show off. And it's going to be in that same kind of vein of BioShock, but it will have some kind of things under the hood that make the narrative very different.
Is Ghost Story still? Is that under 2K?
That's a good question. I don't know if they bought it back. Because they're no longer Irrational. I know that.
I'm looking it up.
That's a good question.
I have a prediction. I think Sony comes out and finally says, yeah, we didn't actually like games.
They want to move to pachinko machines. That's their real.
Then they partner.
That's a real-
That's when they partner with Konami.
Yeah,
Not the
yeah.
Metal Gear. remake.
Yeah, they're
just
still
wanna keep
under.
it Walkman.
They're under Take Two Interactive.
They are? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's time. It's time. What is it? It's been 10 years.
That since they've
10?
released a game. Or
I don't give a shit about whatever they release. All I want is BioShock 4.
Damn right. Is that a prediction?
No, I don't think we'll see it. But you have a prediction. What is it? Show me it.
no.
Do me on it. You don't have any more predictions?
No, those I did my 3 right out front.
Oh, what
I
were
thought-
they? All I heard was
The Bethesda, like this is gonna be the official Bethesda
Right,
like
right, right.
moment. Starfield
oh,
and Wolfenstein.
oh. I thought that was all wrapped up.
Oh,
in
but
one.
that's
Sorry.
the shit.
No worries.
I
I think Xbox is the most exciting. I think this is like an exciting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
an exciting moment for Xbox.
But I felt that way
100%, yeah.
that last conference too,
And the one before.
fucking
This one is more on the line. This is way
Yeah.
more
This
on
is
the line.
this has a lot more.
because the last ones were shitty. This is like it gets they're piling more and more shit on top of themselves, so they gotta.
It's
Yeah.
like
Dig
Tetris.
themselves
It's
out.
like
I
Tetris.
really-
Yeah.
They need a Tetris.
if they
Yeah.
if they can give us a definitive Halo release date, that would be nice.
Right?
And
Wouldn't that feel good?
And a
Yeah.
trailer of Halo that doesn't look like fucking shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. If they can give us a definitive date for Halo and give us all those other things I was talking about with, Starfield, hopefully some like very good footage of that.
Yeah, they'll-
gameplay.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
And then a new Wolfenstein game. That's nice.
That's a
That's
great
a nice
event,
E3
yeah.
for Xbox.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
Much
just
better than Ubisoft Forward's going to be.
Show off Fable.
For sure.
on top of the Bethesda stuff too. I don't think we're going to see Deathloop or Ghostwire Tokyo there.
That's
at
too
all.
bad. I'm excited. I'm very excited for Deathloop.
Yeah, me
No,
too.
here's the thing. We've seen enough Deathloop. If
Yes.
we see more Deathloop
Yeah.
without seeing
I'm
just
gonna
having
lose
the
my
game.
in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking release it. Yeah.
Well, they don't want to advertise Sony games. They don't want to do that. Yeah. You won't see them at all.
All right, my last prediction. Skyward Sword and Skyward Sword related things, maybe Amiibo or whatever, are going to be the only Zelda mentions at Nintendo.
Oh my God, Chad!
How does that
dare
make you feel, Holden?
Oh, actually, I don't think that's going to be the case at all because they've said we're going to see Breath of the Wild later on this year. They've said that.
They just say later on this year.
Yeah.
I've been holding out.
And if
It's
that's
not
if
E3.
we're taking Nintendo, it's going to be the very last moment.
December 31st at 11:59. You'll be like, they'll just tweet Zelda.
Zelda, Breath of the Wild.
Internet Explorer would be like, dude, I've been holding out all year that E3s when they finally show like Zelda Anniversary. Here's Ocarina of Time, like 3D collection on
Yeah,
Switch
I-
for Zelda.
Yes,
I don't
Yeah.
expect it, but I
I would
want
love it. Yeah.
Chad, do you have specifics on the things that you will see for Skyward Sword?
No, I just think that it is coming. It's not going to be before E3, right?
It's July.
It's July. Yeah, it is coming soon enough that they don't want to cannibalize sales for that. They're not like
That's what I was
they
gonna
want to
say.
build hype for this release coming in 6 weeks. Enjoy Skyward Sword and this brand new reinvented control scheme. They're not going to be like, and here's the games you really wanted also coming.
Yeah, right.
They're not going to
Do you think that they're going to release that like plethora of amiibo that they did for Breath of the Wild?
like all the
for
champions and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Skyward Sword. So I don't know if there's like
They've
people,
already announced
characters in
the
there.
one, or was there two? Is there one or two? There was the one that was controversial because of the whole
Right.
fast travel thing.
Oh yeah, that's
They
right,
announced
yeah.
that one, yeah. But who knows? Maybe there's more. I hope they have some Wind Waker ones.
There's
I'd be really
always-
interested. If
There's
they do Wind
always
Waker.
more amiibo.
I need Wind Waker HD on the Switch.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Dear
won't announce
God,
Wind Waker
please.
amiibos without Wind Waker HD.
Yeah. That'd be hilarious. They're like,
Oh,
and
here's-
here's here's Valu from Wind Waker as an amiibo. Nothing about yet. We're not talking about the game.
I really feel like something Metroid is gonna happen, and in my head, I'm thinking of like
I like that.
the
Wait.
Yeah.
2D Metroid in my head, like the same.
I'm thinking the same
Pause.
thing.
Pause.
yeah.
Before we leave the Zelda talk, what if they announce the 4K Switch and with it comes 4K remasters of all the 3D Zeldas that you want? And
Dude,
That would be.
the Unreal.
because it's not just
Then I'll
porting
buy
another
it.
HD thing from the Wii U.
I will
It's
buy
now
a Switch then because it's the only reason why I buy a Switch is for Zelda shit.
You don't have a Switch yet?
Yeah, I have.
Let's say you brought it.
But Switch, like
Oh,
new
Switch.
Switch.
Yeah, new Switch. Like, I'm not,
gotcha,
like I said, I'm not buying a new Switch unless I can only play Breath of the Wild 2 on it. Like if
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
play Breath of the Wild 2 on my normal Switch, and I'll probably just use it for that. But like,
100%. Yeah.
if they say that the only way you can play Breath of the Wild 2 is if you have this new Switch, then I'm gonna buy that fucking Switch.
You can watch Tenet on a Game Boy Advance, but it's not the way you should be watching Tenet.
I can't remember who made this prediction, but I saw this prediction. I'm like, holy shit, this is nuts. Every Nintendo new piece of hardware has released with a Zelda game
Right.
going back to 2015.
That's why I own every Nintendo.
Yeah. So new 3DS XL, or new 3DS, Majora's Mask, Switch was Breath of the Wild, and the Switch Lite was Link's Awakening. They've always like done Zelda games along with it. So
Well, so the Switch
Phantom
Pro,
Hourglass
whatever comes out,
remastered.
no, it probably comes out when the fucking Skyward Sword is gonna release. Then is what you're telling us.
What about if it's Breath of the Wild 2?
I think it's happening this year. I definitely think it's
I
happening.
hope
this
so.
year.
My draft
No,
hopes so.
no way.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I don't think so.
They said they're going to talk about it later on this year.
Unless
I
it's
think-
November, it comes out like November, December, like obviously the end of the year. I don't see it coming out anytime sooner than that. So.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're right about that.
Do you think it would be? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I get that they've
Get my hopes
announced
up.
it, but still, like if they show it off now, this would be their formal announcement showing what the game is.
yeah.
And there's no way they only give a few months after that announcement and they'd be like, it's out.
Well,
Like,
I think so. Absolutely. Yeah.
is that what they did
so
with Breath of the
with-
Wild?
Yeah, Breath of the Wild was its release date was announced a month before it came out.
Okay.
yeah, but we had already kind of seen what the game is at that point. Though. Like, we don't know what Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be.
And they literally had an entire E3 dedicated to it.
Yeah.
We
And they
haven't
have
seen anything
3
but a trailer
hours.
for Breath of the Wild too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have 3 hours of Nintendo Treehouse.
Yeah,
so they can show off
but you
all
do
that
make a
stuff.
good point. They're going to cannibalize themselves with, like, hey, here's the game you really want, but
Yeah.
don't forget, next month you can buy this game nobody fucking wants.
Plus, you also got to remember like how many times you wanted to see Breath of the Wild at E3, and they're like, "We know you want to see it.
True.
We're working on
Yeah,
it."
yeah.
I just like with
Well,
the
that was
last,
at Game Awards, right? They said that.
Yeah.
that last direct.
Yeah.
I think.
Is
we
it
get that
January? I
again.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we get that. Like, we know you want to hear about Breath of the Wild. We maybe have a couple things to show you, but we don't have that much at this at the moment.
I just feel like they wouldn't have said that earlier this year if they weren't going to show it at E3, because then they just know they're setting themselves up for
more
disappointment at
disappointment,
E3.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's one of those like, look, don't expect to see something right now. Like, you need to lower your expectations. We're working on the game.
But
Yeah.
you know, in the game industry, you say don't expect to see something, and everyone goes,
It's
"We're
coming, it's
seeing
coming."
something."
And counterpoint, when has Nintendo ever been motivated to do anything that we, the fans, want?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
not how they work.
All right, so here's my big argument for Breath of the Wild, or two. The piece that took them the longest to make apparently during development was the engine. They're using the same engine. The world is the second thing that took them the longest. They're using the same world.
Are they using the same one?
They've said they're going to be kind of reconfiguring the world and reusing it. So yeah, I mean the two things that took them the longest, they're reusing, and it's been more than 4 years already.
Yep.
What have they been doing?
I
Like-
always think like that. Like
The fuck? What have you been doing?
I'm always like, they have the engine already. The game's done.
Yeah,
And
well,
then it's
I
always
remember
like,
you
"No,
said
you're
that.
wrong."
I think when we all watched the Game Awards together, which was 2 years ago now. I think right. It wasn't this past year, and I think it
Yeah.
might have been. Yeah, it was. And you were like, they have everything already. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
It's gonna be a darker game. All they gotta do is just like drag the brightness slider down.
bump the contrast up, and we're good, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, the trailer showed that on the ground, fucking.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
stuff for
if they
sure,
do
yeah.
like more like kind of dungeons in this
Oh,
game,
please.
that would
I
be
know.
so
Please,
good.
and no breakable weapons, please.
Because that would
Please.
distinguish.
no
like-
breakable weapons.
I didn't like
Oh,
Breakable Weapons,
okay.
but I kind of like the structure of Breath
Get
of the
out.
Wild. No
Yeah.
dungeons.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, that's
I
fucking.
agree with you.
blasphemy.
I think the divine beasts were awesome and the shrines were cool, but I think giving it dungeons is how you take the same Hyrule and
make it
distinguish
different.
it
Right.
in the game.
Yeah,
It's
maybe,
like
yeah.
now you're like, okay, let's go to the under. They don't even have to be traditional Zelda dungeons as much as you're now exploring the
In the
underground
dungeon, yeah, yeah.
of
How do
Hyrule.
they? We're getting way into the weeds with this, but like, how do they justify saying we're going to use the same world? I know a lot of you 4 years ago literally scoured every piece of this, getting all these shrines, finding all the poopies, and now
Nothing.
here's how it's going to be completely different somehow for some
I
reason.
think it's kind of like how you do New York City with Spider-Man. You find different ways to kind of present that.
Oh, that's a good
Like
example.
Miles
yeah.
Morales, you're doing different things. It's Christmas time. It's like
Yeah.
you have different activities and things to do in there.
I just-
Different.
hopefully you can find some
it's still going to be
backpacks.
Link. Yeah,
Something that feels rewarding in that fucking game, please.
That game, zero rewards.
Oh, it's fucking terrible, dude. So disappointing.
The rumor with Breath of the Wild is that it's actually going to be structured more linearly because parts, like in Twilight Princess, parts of the world have been taken over by Twilight. So you go to each part like free of Twilight. They're going to do something similar where Malice has taken over parts of the world. So you have to go to those specific regions, do something a little more linear to get rid of it.
Yeah, having something else, kind of like how they did the pictures in Breath of the Wild, where you had
Yeah.
to go to different spots. If you have something like that, that's a little bit different, like the backpacks and the time capsules, like in each respective game in Spider-Man, I think could be really cool.
Yeah, a little more structure to it. We'll
Yeah.
change that free roam.
and like
You'll kind of earn that
adventurous-
back again. Almost.
Yeah, and maybe it'll be rewarding when you actually complete something.
yeah.
in Spider-Man, like you have both characters. You have Miles now from a different lens. So in Breath of the Wild 2, I predict, I guess, you'll have Zelda there with you. Not play as her, but like she'll be there.
Imagine if
with
you could play with her.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be
Yeah.
insane. But like she'll be there with you. so
Dallas, are
you're
you
seeing-
making a jack off motion? Dallas.
But you'll see like her perspective on different things where you didn't in Breath of the Wild. So
Mm-hmm.
she'll be commenting on the things of Hyrule that you saw in the last game. I think that could be cool, but I could be completely wrong.
Or even like puzzle
Pass.
mechanics
Give
where
me
you
Link
switch
again.
between the two.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, pass.
Dodging
Pass. No, that ain't
Full
even
of
it.
it here.
That ain't even it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I
Be
understand.
Link.
I hated when I was the wolf in Twilight Princess. I wanted to be.
That was fun. Though.
Also,
You had,
Zelda's
different
never been
traversals.
cool. They've always made her lame and a
Yeah,
dick.
I will give
version of Zelda.
Skyward
dope
Sword
in,
Zelda was
in
awesome.
Breath of the Wild. She was fucking awesome.
That's-
yeah,
She
you know,
I don't remember her at
Ganon
all.
in that
Yeah.
castle for like 100
Yeah, dude.
years.
She's
No,
a
that's right.
badass,
100
man.
years. She couldn't do shit for 100 years, and then the guy had to come save her ass.
She held off the biggest force in the universe for 100
Yeah, imagine if she had 10%
killed
more strength.
Ganon.
She
Imagine
could have
you had
just killed him.
testicles.
She did kill Ganon at the very end. She killed Ganon.
Yeah, after you weakened him. You opened up the pickle jar. She just took the lid off.
Zelda and Skyward Sword's actually like I like her character in that a lot.
I haven't seen it. Or played it.
You haven't played Skyward Sword?
No.
Coming to Switch.
I don't know. I'll probably play it for the first time there.
It's gonna be weird playing that game on Switch.
I'm still gonna use the motion controls.
No.
Yeah, I want to use
No?
motion controls. I can't see myself liking using the button
Yeah,
mode. I
no.
don't think I'm going to
That'd
like
be
that.
weird.
It's gonna be weird.
I'd rather play as Zelda than use the motion.
I do have a
Zelda
prediction.
has a Triforce. She's not powerless.
I don't think.
She
I
has
don't think
courage.
she's powerless.
She has wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah.
It's powerless. Wisdom.
Yeah. I do have a prediction for Zelda.
She doesn't have the power of fucking javelin.
What's courage?
It's
What is
not
courage?
Dallas's fault
How
that the
is that
woman was made poorly in this game.
It's
It's
not my
Nintendo's
fault.
fault.
Yes. Definitely don't blame
You're saying
me.
she's powerless with
No,
wisdom.
no.
What is
I-
courage?
I actually think she's a badass, so I love Zelda.
Yeah, I think this is the best iteration of Zelda in terms of being like a strong character. Definitely wasn't. You want though? No,
And-
Ocarina of Time, chic, stronger.
True. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
She's always been. I don't know. She's great in my opinion.
Oh, and spoilers for Wind Waker. Wait, you haven't played Wind Waker, right?
No,
I haven't played Wind Waker,
Tetra.
You haven't.
but I'm not going to go buy a Wii U. And we all
Okay.
know the trilogy we want is not coming. So
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
not spoiling. There's a reason she's a badass in that game too.
Yeah, that Wind Waker
Is she the boat?
The best Zelda.
She's the boat. Yeah. She's the boat.
Someone is the boat. Someone is the boat.
oh shit, is it Tingle?
yes,
Fuck
yes, it's Tingle.
So I
and
do have
she has a
prediction-
voice in the Breath of the Wild too.
Yeah, she does.
You actually hear her, which is
Yeah.
fucking great.
It's nice. Yeah.
Please,
You know, women
give
got a
Link
voice
acting.
back in the early 1900s when they wanted the right to vote. Nintendo just now caught up in 2017. Almost
up with this
100 years later.
This is fucking great. Okay, go ahead, Olazar.
No worries. I do have a prediction for Breath of the Wild, something that we're going to see. And I'll be frank, it's not my prediction. I saw Commonwealth Realm say it, and like that's awesome. That's just makes so much sense. Because they've gotten a ton of heat on the durability system. Sounds like no one here likes it except for me. I liked it.
I like
hated
it,
it,
but I like it and hate it. It needs a little bit more juice.
Yeah.
Weapons need a little bit more juice.
So the Commonwealth Realm made a good point that one of the problems with the durability system is it ends in disappointment because your sword breaks and it's like fuck, like now I'm like screwed. Because what if it
repair.
breaks and you get a material to
From
craft
it.
with?
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's like an incentive, like if I keep using these weapons, then I'll get different things, so I can craft a gold version of this sword that's more powerful. It'll
Ooh.
still break, but
Kinda
then
like
I
White
can
sword.
yeah, there's like a
Oh,
cycle.
the blue
to
sword.
it.
I mean, the blue sword, like how in the first game,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
They need to take some points from Animal Crossing.
What's the could you repair weapons in Breath of the Wild? It's been so
No.
long since I played it.
no,
It's
the only thing
only
you
the
do is
Master
recharge the Master Sword,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you could always go back and like bring certain things to certain characters so they could reforge you a weapon. I think, right? Isn't like the like Zora Domain has like a certain weapon, like they have one weapon, and you like bring them something, and they can
yeah.
make
All
it
the,
again.
all the
yeah.
champions had certain weapons. The shield. There
Yeah.
was a shield. There was
The
a sword,
spear.
a bow, a spear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm convinced
Can you
I'm
rebuild them,
never
though?
gonna.
I
beat
thought
that
so. Yeah, I thought you could,
Okay.
as long as you had
Yes, you're right.
a
Yes, you're
certain
right.
amount of
Yep.
material, some star fragments, maybe I think you needed for them.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I mean, honestly, I had every amiibo.
Yeah.
So I was just stocked with all the best shit, and that's why I think I really didn't. The amiibos ruined that game experience for me.
I had the
Hands
Smash
down.
Link amiibo, and I just kept pressing it every day because I wanted that Link costume.
Yep. Oh,
And
same
that's the
here.
reason
Yeah.
why I wanted
the
it,
same
because I
thing.
wanted to get all the nice costumes and shit. I wanted to look like the original Link, but you get a bunch of stuff instead. You know, like it's a random roll, and I just had so much stuff, and it made like all the adventuring pointless because like you know you go and find a chest and you're like, oh, I found this cool sword. Well, I already got fucking 10 of them. So like,
Yeah.
I'm not. Why am I gonna go look for anything in this game? Like, it ruined the whole fucking game.
I've had to
Yeah.
play half of that game twice now, and I'm gonna have to replay it when I get a new Switch. I have no clue if I'm ever gonna beat this game. To be
You've never
honest.
beat Breath of the Wild?
No, I've played it
Whoa.
halfway twice because I keep getting new Switches.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
What's halfway?
I'm gonna pee. I'm still listening.
Yeah,
I
what is
promise.
that?
Two
Yeah, what is
like
that?
Divine Beasts.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
You're a divine beast.
Oh, thanks, man. Shut up. I'm a dope rapper.
Excuse
is what
me.
I am.
Check.
MC.
The door is locked. Sorry, yeah, I locked it, so no one would just walk in here.
I got a few more stuff for Nintendo. I went nuts with
Yeah, I
these
guess so,
predictions.
huh?
Yeah, list them out. List them
Let's
out.
go back
hear
to
it.
what I said.
Oh, actually, one of them is what you
that
said.
sounded so vain.
No, one. I was this actually the next one's going to go to is something you said was 2D Metroid.
Okay.
I think 2D Metroid would be a good hold off to. We're not hearing anything about Metroid Prime 4. There's
Yeah,
just no way
no.
we're going to hear anything about that game.
I think maybe they mention it, being like, "Hey, Retro's working on it. We're in a really good place with it.
Yeah.
It's coming along great. Expect some news soon.
Yep.
We are happy with its development."
Yeah. I think that game will probably come out next year.
What is the story behind that game?
I guess essentially Nintendo was making it in house, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Retro, yeah.
But they
And-
weren't originally.
Well,
We don't know
Nintendo
who
was
was
making it
making it,
in house, and they were like, they ended up not liking what was happening with it, and so they ended up giving it back to Retro, who made the original
I gotcha.
trilogy. So now Retro is
Okay.
like remaking the game the way they want.
yeah, from the ground up. All right.
Yeah, they literally said they're restarting development completely. And that was early 2019, I think.
Is this
Yeah.
2018? I thought it was 2018.
Early 2019, yeah.
Dang, jeez.
I remember because I predicted that year. I'm like, it's been 2 years. Metroid Prime's totally coming out this year. And then a week later, they're like, we're restarting development.
They listen to your podcast and like,
Now,
shit,
yeah.
Holden
What
said
happened with
something.
the remake, the trilogy remake? They had said that it's done. Someone had said it's done.
Yeah.
But
Imran Khan.
There was recent
Yeah, Imran
news.
Khan said it was done, yeah.
There was
3 years
recent
ago.
news that
3 years ago, really?
Yeah, 3 year 2018. He said the trilogy is done.
And that's weird because I read something like, probably not true, but there was some like, I don't know if you guys reported on it actually, but there was some like Retro employee that was like, yeah, when I was there, which I think was like kind of recently, it wasn't even being worked on. Like it was kind of,
Yeah.
they were trying to figure out if they could make it, how would they do it?
I think he's something along the lines of like, it would be hard to do.
Yeah.
Because of the motion controls and how hard it'd be to replace it with a button press. To replicate like that feeling in the game, and boss battles that are tailored around the motion controls, because they'd have to redo a lot. And I think he said like it would take 4 to 5 people a year to redo those things. And I think we were kind of saying like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
really.
Not a lot.
that's not a lot of people. Yeah.
yeah.
So I think they can still do it. I think if Imran Khan was saying it's finished, I feel like it's probably finished, which explains why they weren't working on it.
It's also
it was,
another
it was just like locked in a vault somewhere.
It's also one of those things that's so hard when you have like video game journalists being like, yeah, I know this. And it's like, who gave you the information though? It's like, where
Yeah.
did you hear it from? Did you hear it from like a disgruntled guy, someone that doesn't really know anything? I'm not saying someone's wrong. It's just like, I don't know what to believe.
Well, they're 100% right with like Switch Pro this week, for example.
I thought you were
Wait,
serious.
what is coming
I was
out?
like-
What is it's gonna? We're just gonna hear about it at E3 now. Is that what they said?
No.
we have.
I thought that was the
idea.
last thing somebody had said.
We'll touch upon it later on.
A
Actually, I think I forgot
dog
to put it in the
sneezed
note.
and it
but
sounded like the word Switch Pro, and everyone went crazy. and started assuming.
I was telling Holden, it's like,
So
with
is it
Nintendo
possible?
rumors now, it's literally someone being on Twitter like, Direct next week, Switch Pro coming, and everyone's like,
Oh,
oh god,
shit.
oh god.
So is it like not even confirmed that it actually is happening?
So yeah,
Oh,
no one
no.
knows officially.
Nobody knows for sure. It's not officially like.
Yeah.
No, Nintendo has not announced anything.
There was
All
some,
they've
like-
done is trolled with the Chibi Robo.
Yeah.
There was some
Freaking
like
picture
Bloomberg
yesterday.
article saying, maybe Bloomberg, that was saying
Right.
like, "Hey, a revision is coming" or something like
Was
that.
it Shreya?
Maybe, might have been. I don't know.
Jeff Grubb was part of it.
Oh, all right. That's.
Yeah,
I remember
Jeff
you
Grubb,
were saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Schreier was in on the Starfield stuff and be like,
Yep.
it's next year. But yeah, I feel like it makes sense to talk about it before E3 because they want to be able to say during E3, here's this game that's going to benefit from. So I feel like that would make
or
sense.
they open the show with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
We are getting 40 minutes.
yeah. I think it makes sense to. I think it would be hype to be like, hey, here's the new Switch Pro or Super Nintendo Switch.
A picture leaked of it. From Leaky Panda, who's pretty good. There's like a new dock for it where the screen is exposed, and the Switch was actually all white.
Probably gonna take
and there's
it
like
down by
almost no
PC.
bezel on the screen at all, and there's white Joy-Cons to the side of it. I'm like, that thing actually looks pretty
Pretty dope,
slick.
yeah.
Oh, going that PS5 route.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. But yeah, at this point, I don't know. I was texting you guys all week being like, guys, I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah, so I mean, technically, I thought it was like official. Like I thought this is like officially getting announced, and that.
Yeah, it felt like it.
I didn't
To
look
me,
at
it
like I
did,
just
yeah.
was reading what you were sending me. I didn't look into any of the shit that you sent.
It felt like
I
it to
just
me, but
double
obviously
tapped everything or whatever it is.
it was not good.
yeah, Nintendo, yeah.
Go back to Brent was saying earlier though, like 2D Metroid for sure. I just feel like it's time for a new one. I'm also a Metroid fan. I'd like to see some new Metroid stuff there. There's rumors it's going to be a Super Metroid remake in this kind of vein of Samus Returns. I would be kind of bummed if that happened. I want a new 2D Metroid game.
I honestly would not care. I mean, I agree with you. I want a new one, but if they just say, "Hey, Super Metroid is remastered," I'll be like, "Okay, that's fine."
Yeah, it's on the Super Nintendo app.
But I would like
there,
a
and
remake.
it holds
like
up so
Samus
well.
Returns.
It holds
I would
up
just
so
like
well.
an excuse to play it again, though, and that
Yeah.
do it. Now that I know how to break the glass in that tube, like, the game's gonna be great.
It would look like really good. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, it'd be gorgeous.
Especially on a new Switch Pro.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this.
Switch Pro.
If they're doing
Super Nintendo.
remakes and things like that, they're stupid not to do Super Metroid. If they've done like Link's Awakening things, Super Metroid has literally started a genre along
Yeah.
with Castlevania. Like at some point, if they're gonna remake Metroid 2, they have to remake Super Metroid.
Yeah, and to support Super Metroid as well. Metroid games don't typically sell super well. Like it's not one of their big sellers, and it's an easier investment for them to say, "Oh, we'll just remake a game that's already
Yeah.
exists. We don't have to like rethink a lot of the game design at all. We'll just kind of put
That
it out
is-
there."
That is a weird thing. It's like that you don't get the numbers, but you also like you see Metroid always on Twitter.
Yeah,
Like, where is Metroid?
Yeah,
like
people
Metroid
want-
fans are
Yeah,
dedicated.
it seems like people want that.
I feel like Metroid Prime could be finally the game that like gets Metroid into the mainstream.
Yeah, almost anything on Switch like blows up.
Yeah.
So if the game's good, I feel like people are gonna be like, Metroid. That's why we need the trilogy on the Switch.
Yeah.
I've only ever played like the first one to like the point where you're supposed to be able to know what to do, and I don't know what to do.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, I played it when it first came out.
Because
when
you
I was a
didn't
little
read the
fucking
instruction booklet that came with it.
Yeah, I couldn't
So
probably
was
read
like,
it.
Super
so bad at
Metroid
No,
or-
no, the
Metroidvania.
original Metroid on NES.
Oh, yeah.
And like, you know, I got the power where you turn into like the little, looks like the little ball thing,
Little
whatever.
donut
Yeah.
hole.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Morph ball.
It looks like the when you fight the thing in Zelda that turns into like it looks like the same model.
Akarat?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? The original NES Zelda,
Yeah.
and he turns into a little guy. It looks like that. That's all I remember from playing it.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at like Metroidvania games.
They're hard. You get lost and have no idea like
Yeah.
where to go. You don't know how
I'm-
to like break the glass. There's a point in Super Metroid where you're supposed to know to walk into a wall.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would have never thought of it. I had to look up a guide because I'm like, I don't know what to do. There's a dead end here, there's a dead end there. Like, nope, that's not a dead end. that way.
Backtracking.
Like,
Even something as simple as like the doors that you have to shoot 5 times with rockets
Yeah.
to
Right.
open them.
You shoot 'em,
and you
like,
shoot it
twice,
once with a
3
rocket,
times, and
nothing
nothing
happens.
happens.
No visual feedback, no audio, and it's like, cool.
Fuck.
I'm not gonna waste the rest of my rockets trying to shoot.
yeah,
this
because you
again.
only have as many as it takes to break the door.
So now what am I gonna do? But if you read the instruction booklet, it said red doors take 5 rockets to open. It's like, well, fuck you.
A few more here. All right, Donkey Kong for Switch is going to be announced.
Oh, I
Let's
forgot about
go.
Yeah,
Donkey Kong.
very excited. to see what they're
So
gonna do.
happy about it.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see, especially if the Odyssey team is working on it. I feel like it's going to be something pretty.
DK64 2.
DK 128.
What's interesting about the rumors to me is I've never seen a disagreement amongst leakers of it being a 2D or 3D game. That seems like such an odd thing to like not have pinned down.
Yeah.
You'd be like, is this gonna be VR or is it gonna be like a retro like pixel game? Like, I feel like if it's being like you would know. So I think it's gonna be a hybrid, kind of like how Odyssey had a really interesting hybrid of both of the 3D and 2D together. I feel like it's gonna be something like that, and
It
that's why
better-
there's like a
It better
They're
be
discriminating.
3D, man.
It's gonna be the
We need
first
another one.
Switch Pro exclusive game, Super Nintendo Switch.
Thank you.
It's gonna be the first Super Nintendo Switch exclusive game. It's gonna be called D4K.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, I
Mm-hmm.
like
Can it just be
that.
Donkey
That's
Kong
cool.
69?
That already exists, and I will show you it
Later.
in the bathroom in about an hour.
Dude,
I never played a Donkey Kong game, so.
Yeah, I've
it's just
played
like
the
we have
country
so
games,
many
that's
country
it.
games
Yeah.
at this point.
Well,
let's
I played
play-
the
let's-
original Donkey Kong.
The donkey, like,
Right,
to,
like-
stupid
Kong,
plumber goes up the ladder.
It's not stupid.
No, that game sucks. We'll play some Donkey Kong Country, Diddy Kong's Quest, Diddy's Conquest, whenever we're at your place tomorrow.
It's not even a
Oh,
good
yeah.
Smash
That's
Bros.
on
level.
that's on the Switch, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country is like all the Donkey Kong games are like masterpieces. I love those.
They're
games.
so hard though.
They are hard.
They're
very
good,
hard.
though.
Really hard. Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country is top tier.
Played
God
through that
tier.
whole DK2 when we did it for Barf. Played it all in one sitting.
Dude.
Really?
Yep.
It's impressive.
Fucking great.
I remember me and my brother used to go over to my grandmother's house. That's where our Super Nintendo was. And we'd be like, "Oh, you want to play Donkey Kong Country?" And we'd be like,
You want to play Mortal Kombat?
And they're like, "No, let's just play Ninja Turtles because that shit." We used to just play Ninja Turtles instead of we didn't feel like having bashing our heads against the wall playing Donkey Kong Country. The mine car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remembered every twist and turn in that thing, man.
My family has a history. Like, we are deeply rooted in Donkey Kong. We had all
Same.
the Prima strategy guys knew where all the secrets were. My parents are currently playing through on the Wii Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Nice.
And my mom just bought a 3DS so she can play Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D on the go. So when we just went on vacation, there's the 4-hour drive to Tennessee. She's just sitting there on her 3DS playing the same Donkey Kong levels that she struggles through with my dad every night over again in the front seat.
That's awesome.
Practicing. That's
Yep.
awesome.
I have a series called Into the Backlog, which is just go through games I haven't played yet. I've only done one episode, and it's the first Mario game. But I really want the second one to be Donkey Kong Country because I just want an excuse to play that game again.
Yeah.
It's great.
Pretty good stuff.
Like a backlog is supposed to be games you never played, right?
Shut up.
I have
Let him be happy.
No,
Come
I
on,
put
man.
games on backlog. I'm like, I want to play this again.
It's either games I haven't.
That's a good point. Yeah.
It's games I haven't played, beat, or just haven't played in so long
long
that I don't remember. Or I just really want to appreciate.
get back to.
It's like Gravity Rush is for me right
Well,
now.
Last of Us
Like,
Part 2. It's nagging me. As soon as RDR2 is done.
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
I'm
that I
not
played through
playing
that
the
again
game chat.
right before the fucking the patch came out. Like the week
Holden's
before.
predictions. Let's move this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just do one last one. That is Nintendo Switch Online is going to get the Game Boy and Game Boy Color catalog. It seems like the new thing they're going to add on.
Keep dreaming, man.
Holden.
It's going to happen.
you courageous little
Can
boy.
we get GameCube
I think it's gonna
already? I
happen.
just want Luigi's Mansion.
So Doug Bowser had mentioned that one of the primary reasons people buy Switch Online is because of that back catalog.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're
Oh,
still-
what else?
yeah.
That's the only reason why I have it.
Yeah, so I think they're a little invested in it
But
again.
You can't play Smash.
No one, right?
I don't even own a game that's multiplayer. Well, I guess Animal Crossing is.
Yeah, it is.
You need that.
Yeah, to visit people's islands, you
Yeah.
need it. Yeah, but it's
Does it
gonna-
count as
no, fair
multiplayer if you can literally drive to Holden's house faster than you can get there in Animal Crossing?
That's a good point.
There will be 4 games shown off for it there. Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, because Zelda's anniversary. Can't
Love
wait.
those games.
So good. And it's also Pokemon's anniversary, so they're gonna have either Gen 1 or Gen 2. Not both, but one of those two.
Let's just skip to Gen 4.
Yeah.
Didn't they already re-released Red, Blue, Yellow on 3DS, right?
And Gold, Silver.
Yeah.
And Gold, Silver.
And Crystal.
I've never played Pokemon.
I
If
have Yellow on
Pokemon
3DS.
Silver comes to the Switch,
Yep.
that's gonna be a problem. That is gonna be fun. I love that game. That's awesome.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
nothing touches that one. It's the best one.
It's Silver Gold is so good.
Yeah.
I love those games.
I just really hope the Switch Pro comes out this year because if not, I have to buy a regular Switch for Diamond and Pearl.
We're gonna get to that later. We're gonna get to buying Switches later.
All right.
All right. I think that wraps up. Sorry, I held this all off with hi, I have a novel of predictions here.
Should have kept it at 3, I guess, right?
Yeah.
My
yeah.
bad.
I did. I opened up Pandora's box and I said, I'm going to take a step back.
I started with the most important one, so I kind of set the bar too high.
Yeah, that was it.
What was it again?
It was at least 5 hours
Game's
ago.
good. It's a good game.
All right. We're going to playtime. So what have we been playing this week? Brent,
I played nothing. No, I'm trying to.
Sorry.
because Rita died on the plane.
Yeah, I'm trying to play Mass Effect.
I watched
'Cause
him
I
die
was-
against
I
Catwoman
was-
twice in Injustice on
Yeah.
Vita.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be a part of the council, but I didn't play the game. So I'm
I'm
playing.
not judging you openly.
No, I got really busy, but I am playing Mass Effect, having pretty fun time with it. I made my femshep, and I think she's awesome.
Have you played it already?
I didn't play it originally. Now I'm playing through it now, and I'm having a good time with it. The first one feels janky,
Oh, it's fucking bad.
feels old, but I'm really enjoying it, and that's all I have to say about it. This bad boy.
Woo!
Look at that
The
sexy
good
Look at that
Vita.
little
Yeah,
hot
the
good
good Vita.
ass.
Oh yeah.
So I've been playing Ratchet and Clank on this thing. the
Oh
first one.
yes.
Fun. That game is
Which one?
the first one.
The first one. Okay.
So it's kind of like I've played the first few hours of the 2014 one, so I'm kind of like seeing a lot of the same things, but obviously they change it a good bit in 2014, so it is kind of cool to see what is different. It's kind of like a reboot, but it's not. So playing this is a lot more fun, especially since Ratchet and Clank's relationship is a little bit better in the original, I feel. I don't have much to say about it, but I'm having a good time with it. Injustice, I've been playing a lot on the Vita, and I don't know why it's so hard on the Vita. It's so hard.
Is it a direct port of the one on PlayStation?
Yeah, the first one. It's
Really?
like almost a direct port.
It
It's
looks
not-
good. Like you
Really?
was playing, I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that looks better than most.
I was
games.
worried it was going to be the mobile version, but it's the console version. Just
That's awesome.
on the
I didn't
handheld.
realize it was on Vita.
Yeah, it cost me a pretty penny to get physical, but
Yeah.
it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And what else have I been playing?
Dope system.
I on the plane yesterday played. I couldn't remember the full name of it, but it's the Mario Bowser Fury, and then I put plus Pasta Manicotti just because I couldn't remember the rest of the title. Played a little bit of that with Brent on the plane, and I can tell you that playing Switch in the way that Switch is advertised that you can play it, a tiny screen with one Joy-Con each,
Yeah.
doing a platformer like Mario, no.
I could not
No.
tell where I was at all.
Terrible
It's
experience.
made for hobbits.
yeah, made for hobbits.
Made for hobbits.
He kept throwing me off too.
I didn't even realize I was carrying you.
I disagree. You're not like playing basketball with your friends, and you all decide to stop playing basketball and go to the. Remember that the original
No,
trailer?
I
for
do
it?
want to play 2K on that with friends though, for real.
Huddled around a 5-inch screen with everything Joy-Cons.
Yep.
Yeah, they're all like
Just-
shouting.
Those
at it.
Joy-Cons are not meant to be used by themselves.
No.
Yeah.
They are
I
disgusting.
play Smash on it sometimes, and it is so difficult.
Yeah.
It was funny because he picked me up and he carried me for a little bit, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't realize I was carrying you," and then he just throws me off.
I didn't realize letting go of the button would throw you as well.
The ultimate dick move thing I'll do is I'm like, oh, we'll play Switch, we'll play Mario Kart. Be like, why not? What? I'm using the Pro Controller. You got other people I'm playing with.
Yeah.
These Joy-Cons. 'Cause
That's why I
I don't
play-
want to deal with it. You deal with it.
That's why I play the Joy-Con on Smash because I feel bad. So I give my friends the controller, and I'm like, I guess I have to play the.
I hate it so much I won't even do that.
But I'm just so good at Smash that I have to handicap myself. you know?
Yeah. They have some good like peripherals where you can put it in and it's more like a mini controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have them. Except they don't like in Mario Party. You can't use them because there's a lot of mini games where you need to take the controller out and like flip it around in your hand. Like it's
Oh,
it's
that's- yeah.
you have to play it sideways, but you can't use those things. 'Cause then you're gonna pop them.
But I feel like the issue, though, is like your thumbs are too close together. It's like
Yeah.
because the joystick is here,
And then, yeah,
and then the
left
buttons
button.
are here, and they're just kissing.
I mean, Nintendo
Yeah.
consoles are made for babies.
You're right.
And it's good for a baby.
Hobbits.
Baby bot.
I want the 4K Switch, Super Nintendo Switch. I want it to have grown-up controllers on it.
It's going to be the same ones.
But I also played Red Dead Redemption 2. I started that game yesterday,
Yeah.
or Thursday.
I talked to
during
Chad while
game
he's
night.
playing it.
Yeah, he talked to me while I was playing it. I don't have high hopes that I'm going to finish this game. It's not. It's not that I don't like the game so far. I've played about 2 hours of it. I just
You're still in the snowy area.
still in the snowy area. Just now getting to the heist.
I said the same
I think
thing.
it was, or we're going to rob
The
something.
heist.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That
If
game's
it's
like a
anything
Ben
as cool
Stiller
as the
movie.
heist that you guys took me through in GTA, then
Dude, it was a setup. You didn't give us time.
well, that still wasn't exciting.
Oh,
Anyway,
Heist in GTA 5 when I got to one.
Way much
yeah,
awesome.
they're awesome. dude.
Awesome.
all right. I just watched Brent shoot at the floor while Dallas did something in the car. That was it.
For a barf,
I was
can we,
hacking.
for a barf, can we only do GTA online and just go
No.
through a few heists?
I will not play that.
Please,
No.
come on, man.
Well,
I'm
how
voting
many?
for
You
it.
only need 4. There's 4.
You guys,
Fuck him.
how
Yeah.
about you guys start playing? Tell me when you actually get to the heist, and then I'll come watch.
Then you come watch.
You guys want to do a GTA heist?
I'm
I would
100%
love
down.
to do
for that.
GTA Heist. Yeah, I'd be down.
100% down.
We tried last time.
Here's the thing, though.
yeah, but Dallas,
wait, wait,
you
wait,
guys
wait.
didn't stick with it.
We
Me and
tried
Dallas were
last time, but
going
none of
through it.
us none of us were like, I don't know, we didn't have the apartment set up. Like we had to do the initial heist to like learn the heist mechanic.
I'm down. I'm down. If we,
He's
if we can get it set up, I'm down.
I don't have to watch you guys play fucking
Can
tennis
we wait?
for 30 minutes.
We all have PlayStation 5s. Can we wait till the
Yeah.
PS5 version comes out? Because then it's going to be like way better.
No,
No.
You got the haptics and all that. In
I
there?
can wait.
Come on.
Although the only thing is, I only own it physically. So
Oh.
unless you want to buy me a,
You game share with me.
Also,
No, I think
it's
it's
a
upgraded
new
already.
version. It's going to be a PS5 version.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
just
but do I
upgraded.
have to buy it
Yeah.
again?
No,
It's not a free upgrade.
It's not a free upgrade.
It's not free. Okay.
I'm pretty
No.
sure it's a free
This is
upgrade.
Rockstar.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, you're
It was
right.
not a free upgrade from PS3 to PS4.
I'm pretty sure it's a free upgrade. I'm going to look it up.
That's true.
Look it up while
Yeah,
I
but
tell
like-
you
Yeah, what
more
else you
about
can buy?
RDR.
Dude, the
Yeah,
PS3
tell-
to
I want
PS4,
to-
nothing was free, and nothing was
That's
really
true.
being
Yeah.
upgraded because it was like two different things.
So-
But this, at least, they're kind of.
So
You
Red
still
Dead, I'm
Snow-
playing it.
Snow-
I do have one. I'll obviously go much more in depth whenever we talk about the Barf episode. But
Even if you don't play it,
well, I'm gonna play a lot of it. I don't think I'm gonna finish.
you
it
can
before the
finish
end of the
it.
month.
If you just streamline the main missions, you can finish it.
Here's the
I'm
thing.
thinking about playing
48 and a
2
half
hours
hours.
every night.
Main story by itself is 48 and a half hours according to How Long to Beat.
Fuck that.
And Final Fantasy Intergrade comes out next week,
You can wait.
and
for
I'm
that.
moving at the end of the month.
You can wait.
And
to
it's just
move.
like there's. No.
Chad, just play 2 hours every night, and you got Red Dead done.
But generally, the game's gorgeous. The game's fucking gorgeous. It's beautiful. I don't like that 86% of the time that I've spent playing so far is just staring at horse butts while listening to men talk facing away from me.
Mm-hmm.
And then the horse butts' tails still look like ribbons. They have balls, and the balls go up and down.
Yeah,
but the tails still
hair
look like ribbons.
textures
It's
are
like that's
shitty.
what I'm staring at.
That's
Yep.
my.
It says upgrades.
I don't know what
Well,
that
that's
means.
It says upgrades. I mean, I'm loading the page. It's taking a
It
while,
says
but it says
upgrades.
upgrades.
That's my problem with Red Dead. Not the
Is it
testicles
money upgrades
and
or
ass,
money upgrades?
but it's like it's so slow. It's a lot. I get why people love it and call it a masterpiece, but it's a lot of slow, like learning about the world and talking and kind of just growing character relationships. And it
That's
just
what I'm
doesn't
frustrated by
vibe with
is
me.
that I can't concentrate on
On
that.
that,
I can't.
Yeah.
I was telling Holden, I was like, I know there's backstory in here that I need. There's exposition I need and I want, but I can't
don't have the
concentrate
time.
when I'm just staring at a butt going
Oh.
through snow for 5 minutes at a
Yeah,
time.
It's like I get this as a prequel, but like having not played the first one, I still feel like I'm missing like some connection, some like reason to love Red Dead, and
Yeah.
to like put up with this game. It's like I don't think it's bad, but I want to love it so much, and I just can't. Rockstar games are usually janky, but with like GTA, it's so arcadey that I can get past it.
Yeah, yeah.
This one wants you to be. It wants it.
Deliberate and
Yeah, it wants you to take it seriously and really kind of like make everything so super realistic that it just isn't fun.
So it does say Rockstar has not given a clear answer as to whether GTA 5 will be a free upgrade for current owners, and the company could still
way.
surprise fans. But it's looking like the PS5 and Xbox Series X versions will be paid releases. Interesting, because they, to be fair, I mean they haven't made their money back on that game yet, and they probably need to.
Truly.
I'll-
Yeah, truly.
I'll still buy the new copy.
yeah.
Is that it, Chad?
I'm pretty sure that's all I played this week.
So did you get? How
I
far-
wiped out all the O'Driscolls.
So you
We
went
fucking
did you
massacred
find
that whole town.
Sadie.
Yeah,
Okay. So that was
yeah, that was
Action
cool.
packed?
That was cool. Yeah, that
last
little,
part
that's 14% of the game that I played.
The last part I
14%
got
of the
to-
2 hours
the
that I
mission
played.
structure is all like that. It
Yeah.
just it takes a lot of that GTA. Well, you didn't play GTA.
No.
Well, it's basically like you'll do like kind of small little parts to kind of set up something, and there's this big grand event at the end of every chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and they are awesome, really awesome so far.
I'm
And
looking forward to it.
Great.
I genuinely am looking forward to it. I just don't think I'll be able to finish it by the end of June.
Yeah.
well, let's bump it
You can
another
push
month.
back,
Yeah,
push
fucking
back, yeah.
push back. I want to play it too.
Yeah, go,
So-
let's join it.
I
We
do
need
really
fixes.
want to play. I have to push myself because I want.
Well, how
just-
far did you get?
The last part I got to was you broke Micah out of jail in like Strawberry. I think.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like it's
chapter
after you set up
3-ish.
your camp.
Yeah,
It's like
chapter 3.
summer and
Okay.
things like that. But not no. It's like chapter 2 maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's probably like halfway through.
After
chapter
like the train heist.
Yep.
things
Oh,
like
okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
So honestly, I think it picks up after chapter 2. Fucking.
Yeah.
I love chapter 2 because I spent all my time hunting in chapter 2. But yeah, I think story wise, after chapter 2, it
I just really want a reason to actually beat the game. So I hope I can beat it before.
I know
Barf.
how it ends.
Yeah,
I
I
listened to
know.
the whole spoiler.
I know
about it when
too,
it came out.
actually. Hey, that was me with Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, but I don't give a shit about Red
I had
Dead.
it spoiled for me, and it still devastated me. Like I had the whole thing spoiled. I knew what happened, when it happened, and I cried like a little bitch.
I only know one thing, and it was totally played out how I spoil things for Brent. Like, oh, like you're starting to play that game, Poof, man. When Darth Vader shows up,
Dude, I almost forgot.
Reminded again.
Not again.
Oh, yeah, my friend got the game, Red Dead, and he was really obsessed with it. So I just kind of just let him tell me what happened. I was like, "You want to talk about it? I don't care."
so if he spoils something for you, it's okay.
But
when
not
I
when Holden. But he said it was okay first.
Yeah, but then he let me his copy of the game to play it.
Oh.
So you didn't lend me a
I-
copy.
yeah,
of Fallout.
you're right.
I have it if you need to play it.
No, I ended up buying it like 4 times, and I don't even like the game.
You bought it 4 times?
I have it physical. I have it digital.
Okay,
I bought a copy
okay.
for my papa. and
I
then
don't feel bad about spoiling this anymore. You had 4
Opportunities to play.
No, Red Dead.
Oh,
Oh,
Red
you're
Dead.
talking
Oh,
about
I thought you were talking about Fallen Order.
I have Fallen Order.
No, Fallen Order I played off of you,
Oh, you did?
but then I
Okay.
have it on Steam.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm in chapter 4 right now of Red Dead, and I'm just taking my time. I'll be like on my way to a mission. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this mission. It's gonna be so much fun. And then someone will pop out and be like, Mister, I
Yeah,
need
yeah.
your help. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Like, what
So
can I help you with?
good.
That's when
That's
that's when you just shoot them.
Yeah, that's what you're bow and arrow.
Like no more side quests.
I just had a guy who's like, I need help, so like, if you could help me with, and then he pulled me off my horse and jumped my horse and ran off,
yeah.
and
Can't be trusted.
yeah, I just shot him.
the Wild West.
Some of
just
them you
kill
can't trust,
everybody.
man. Come on.
I shot him, and then someone reported
Shoot
me for
everybody.
murder. I'm like, he
No,
stole
you
my
can't-
property.
Can't leave
Like,
any witnesses.
Can't leave any witnesses. No.
Nope. Seriously.
Yeah. But
I
we'll
was a
wait
master
for-
at that game, man.
I tried to be good, but then you run into situations and
No, well,
you got to stick up for yourself.
play it. I can't.
I just get
I'll
absorbed.
talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later on. But I'm getting really absorbed into it.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. What else did you play, Chad?
That's it. That's all I
it?
played.
Dallas.
I've been playing Mass Effect. I finished Mass Effect 1 about I don't know, maybe 10 hours into 2, and it's fucking great. I love it so much.
How long does like one take? I know you
It's
do a lot
like
of
17
side
hours
quests.
apparently. If you just go through the main story, it's like about 17.
17.
Yeah, if you do, no joke, the main story of that game is not long at all.
But he
It's
thinks
like,
it's long.
well,
I
no,
thought it was like 9 hours. I thought it was gonna
What,
be
you
like.
thought 17 hours is
It's an
long?
RPG.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
17 hours is not long.
I thought it was gonna be like, all right, before the next episode, I'll play through it. Oof. That and Red Dead, I don't know.
I'll say this: just play as a renegade,
Full-time job.
be a complete asshole.
Yeah.
I can't.
go
I
through it
can't.
that
I
way.
feel so bad. I
But
will
you'll get
actually
through things
cry.
a lot faster.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm playing it.
It's both fun and ridiculous. We were kind of talking about it on the council.
Yeah, it's
like,
absolutely insane.
It has a lot of energy of Batman going into the Turkey the Joker. Where is she? Just like slamming. It has a lot of that kind of energy when you're playing as Renegade.
Yeah.
Hold on, you mentioned the council. I don't think we've told people what it is. What is the council?
we haven't. Yeah, the council is a book club style Mass Effect podcast where we're basically just going through Mass Effect little bit by little bit, or plowing through it like Dallas is, and then kind of talking about decisions we made and kind of comparing them over time as we play through the games. So
Because that game has a lot of different Arcan branches,
Yeah.
depending on how you play.
yeah. So last episode is out, or the first episode is out now, with myself, Dallas, and Jerica, and Brent and Matt will be showing up. At,
Great first episode. I
And
thought.
Andrew,
yeah.
too, right? Andrew?
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, just like geeking
Oh,
out
you-
about
did you
Mass
listen?
Effect.
Yeah, I listened. Well, because
Dude.
I've played up.
Up to that point?
Yeah, up to that point, I just couldn't join.
Yeah,
you
you
guys.
were-
I listened to a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
bit, but I was like, I do kind of just want to play. the
Playing
game.
that game,
Yeah.
talking about that game is so much fun, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
It's gonna be great too because for the first episode, it's just initially setting things up, so you're not seeing that variation quite yet. It's gonna be really exciting when certain characters aren't showing up for certain people and like how that impacts things. It's gonna be really cool.
I might have to borrow Holden's PS5 tonight. I kind of want to play it.
Is that all you've been playing, Dallas? Just
Yep.
Mass Effect.
Yep. Trying to.
I've been
I
running
don't
through-
want to plow through, but I feel like I have nothing else to play. I keep forgetting about Red Dead, to be honest with you. But I've already
you gotta
played that.
slow down.
I already played that, so I know if I know everything about it basically. But I still want to play it again.
I do want to point out that I got a 2-hour and 15-minute speed run in Resident Evil Village.
Oh,
You are
nice.
so.
Oh, if you guys want to do that podcast, I'm ready to do that podcast.
Oh, I'm 100%.
So we were talking about it last night. I was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot.
Yeah, I
that
forgot
game
about it
came
too.
out.
I'm
And they were
sorry.
like, oh, is it too late? And it's like, doesn't matter. What are we gonna get? 3 less YouTube views?
Yeah. It's like I just there's so much lore to that game. I just want to unpack and discuss. I haven't even got to talk about it with anybody.
Down for that. I want to go through one more time because I have the the best Magnum in the game, completely maxed out with
My
infinite
monster
ammo.
dog.
Completely maxed out with
My
infinite
monster
ammo.
dog.
I maxed out my Wolfsbane, but I want to get the steak, but it's so much. I can't.
All right,
I got it
We are
done in one-
interrupting
I
the
got it
Raft
done in one-
podcast. This is now officially the spoiler chat for Resident Evil Village.
Well,
Let's get Andrew on the
No,
phone.
no,
is this
not right now.
Holden's playtime? Did you play Resident Evil this week?
I didn't. No,
Ah.
I didn't play it this week.
That was
No,
it.
you booted up for 2 minutes last night, right?
Did
No, you showed me No Man's Ski this
How
morning.
high
Yeah,
were you?
I'm kidding. I was giving
How
you
high were you
excuse to
last
talk
night?
about it.
Not at all. Yeah. That's why I was asking. I'm like, I wasn't stoned last night. I didn't play that.
No
We did
Man's
have
Ski,
Taco
huh?
Bell, though.
We did have to. So
Yeah, No
basically,
Man's Ski.
Nobody got a naked chicken chalupa?
No.
No,
You,
what
when
is
you go to
that?
Taco Bell, you get your usual, and you just fucking drown in it.
If there's a
Yeah.
naked chicken chalupa on that menu, you need
I-
to fucking get it.
I just
Let's get it
soft
today.
taco.
Let's get it on our way to Dave and Buster's.
Nah, I'm gonna
on
get-
our way to dinner. Let's get other dinner.
I'm definitely getting one on the way home from the movie. That's for sure.
I don't go to Dave and Buster's and think, hey, I'm gonna eat here.
Well, I mean, it's mostly just types of liquid cheese that we're consuming while we play Halo.
Absolutely.
yeah.
They have decent,
That is
decent
delicious.
meals. I mean, nothing great, but
It's
spot
funny,
food.
like there are parts of Dave and Buster's there though that are like fancy and like kind of like played up. It's kind of funny.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I'll have that bacon cheeseburger.
yeah. The potato skins.
Yeah. Matt, what have you played this week?
Not much. I've been playing Mass Effect. I've been dabbling in Red Dead. I really enjoyed the night we played online in Red Dead.
Fuck yes, let's do it again.
Because I just
Chad.
like the I don't know,
did
just
you?
it was just fun. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the This is gonna sound weird. I like GTA combat. Like I like the way
Yeah.
the combat works in GTA. It's like loose and very loose.
It's just designed to be fun and just to kind of go for it.
Yeah.
The gunplay in GTA is awesome.
yeah. So
And
so
I think the gunplay in Red Dead is good.
and
I mean, you don't have heavy fucking machinery, but
yeah, and so I like that. So I'm gonna try and finish it by the end of June, but I am gonna play through it because I haven't played through it yet. Mass Effect, I'm really enjoying. The first one's a little rough, just graphics wise, but it plays fine. Like
It does,
I'm
yeah.
fine with the gameplay. I'm fine with the menus and all that. Nothing. It feels old, but it's not prohibiting me from enjoying it.
From what I've heard, if I'm wrong, but like Mass Effect 2 feels much more up to date and
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to get to
have
that.
you played Mass Effect?
Never played a second of any of the games. Don't know anything. I know Shepard. That's it. And I made my guy. He is torn from the fabric of reality. He is a lunatic, and I love it. And he looks like a lunatic.
Yeah.
Like I absolutely made
Dude,
him look demented.
If you don't go with the basic character model that they give you, it
Yeah.
like
they instantly take it instantly
Okay.
takes a turn.
I did at first. I got a
So
male
unfair.
shepherd, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna play the vanilla male. And I was going through, and I was like, I hate this guy. Like, his voice is bad. He looks dumb. So I just made a really nice femme shepherd.
I should start again and play as a femme shep.
Do it. That's
I've
the
heard
one that I
Femshep
got.
is the
My
way to go.
platinum run in Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
Had the Femshep. She was fucking awesome.
So the voiceover is
I had to look for when I first played Mass Effect. I tried to replicate it as close as as much as my memory would allow me to, and I think I got close enough. I want to stick with that. But I hear FemShep is so much better,
yeah.
and it's pulling me. But I want that nostalgia.
And I also fucked up in the second one. I'm playing as a fully adept, and I can only use pistols.
oh,
And it's fucking hard, dude. It's hard, man. I put it on hardcore too, so it's a little even harder than I should be. But like, it's fucking hard, man.
yeah, I'm doing.
I need my sniper
soldier. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you have all the weapons, like
Right. Yeah. And the first
not
one
hard
is
at
totally
all.
different. First one you could use whatever weapon you want. Second one, can only use
yeah, that
as like a specialty. You know.
The sniper is the best for so far.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The sniper is the best.
Yep.
Where you put like those explosive rounds in it, like I was saying, one shot kills it, like almost everything.
So yeah, been enjoying Mass Effect 1. I recently played through Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8 for the first times, and I enjoyed both. I was very scared in both, but I enjoyed both.
How's
a
that
lot.
baby?
Oh my god,
Dude.
that was the worst.
Fuck off, man.
Rate the dollhouse.
Oh, you know what though? The rest of the dollhouse I didn't mind. That fucking
Well, that's Matt's house, so.
right. I didn't mind that.
All them
The dolls I feel right at home with. But that fucking blob baby, man.
Oh, my
that,
God.
That was
Terrifying.
like that, bro. I had to
Yeah.
stop for a minute.
That was the
It
most
gets-
terrifying experience I've ever had.
It
in
gets
games
me every
without that.
time. 'cause
Besides maybe PT, but
I forgot that you have to like when you get to the bed, you have to actually run out to like trigger him to chase after you.
yeah.
So there's one time I was chilling under the bed and I'm like, I know this game.
yeah.
But then I was like, oh wait, I have to actually face the mirror. I
yeah.
have
You
to
can't just
look.
run to the bed right away.
Yeah, it just makes my heart race every time you go up the stairs and he's just chilling.
That scream.
I didn't realize that they were so puzzly. the Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
So I like that, and it was a good like a good amount of puzzles and
Yeah.
like difficulty.
That's why I think 8 nails the
Yeah,
puzzle
I
to
agree, yeah.
action.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, way more action in that.
I think
than
that's why I
Biohazard.
love it so much.
So yeah, I enjoy both those games. And so that's
Which one did you like
really
better?
great.
8. Village. I liked Village a lot better. Yeah.
I agree.
I was scared shitless in Biohazard just because it was the characters I felt were more scary.
Yeah, those guys
Yeah.
are creepy.
like
as
they were
fuck.
like weird like
Yeah, man, you
like
got
the vampire
hot vampire
and
chick.
her
like, she wasn't
daughters.
scary.
Like,
Those
it was-
daughters are hot, man.
Yeah,
We're like, bitches, let's find them.
So like and then like that big like werewolf thing was scary as shit. But like the family in Biohazard was fucking
Yeah,
scary.
weird.
Yeah.
They were
Just when you
weird.
read the logs and find out like
Yeah.
how they got fucked up. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
the
they're like
grandmother, dude. The grandmother. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. You just walk in a hallway, she's just there, and she's not doing anything.
Well, when she
but, like,
turns into the
moaning.
spider, wolfy, hairy vagina lady thing, dude, that shit was fucked up, man.
I think the characters in like 7 are more scary, but I think the ones in 8 are more interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like reading about Donna is just so fucking interesting. Like Donna is awesome. Everyone's simping over Dimitrescu, but like Donna's dope. I love her.
Which one was that?
Oh, sorry, the Angie the doll.
Oh,
Donna is
yeah,
the
yeah.
doll maker.
I also just love the factory. The factory was great.
That was my least favorite part.
Oh, I getting to it because when you don't
just
have
got
unlimited
lost. I'm an
ammo,
idiot.
it was really nerve wracking for me because I kept like it's the first point of that game I kind of felt like, oh man, I could run out of ammo at any like point. This is nuts. Like
this is
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make it. There's this. I loved that part of the game, but it did keep kind of going on and on and
Yeah.
on.
The
It kind
factory
of added to that hard at the same time.
The
for me.
factory gets cool when you start messing around with it. Like there's a trophy attached, but like when you can shoot one of the robots off the conveyor belt,
Yeah.
and you realize that that's actually like in the game. It's not like some sprite in the background that's just moving. Like I can shoot these guys off the conveyor belt. Like that was cool.
No, that is dope. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I've been playing.
Cool. I've been playing like, the same stuff, so I've kind of recovered my my playtime. So
What? No Animal
You
Crossing?
played Pasta Manicotti?
Wait, are you really not playing Animal Crossing anymore?
no,
How
I'm
do you-
really not.
You put it down after.
It's these stupid fucking updates that don't do anything.
I love Holden hating Animal Crossing. Oh God.
I just if they do a revamp like 2.0 Animal Crossing, new stores, like redo your island because it's bigger now, I'll totally get back into it.
If you record a series of videos about how much you hate Animal Crossing now, I'll never go to Pornhub again.
Moving on to the quest log. Going to the Sony quest log. Starting off with Gran Turismo 7, now coming to PS4, no longer a PS5 exclusive, says Rebecca Smith at PlayStation Lifestyle. So back in December 2020, Sony released
PS5 exclusives.
Just cancel the PS5.
Actually, we're
I
going to
have
do the God of
mine,
War
so.
story at the same time because they're both kind of like, I think, a lot on the same talking point. Back in December 2020, Sony released the game montage that showed GTA 7 was a PS5 exclusive. It said explicitly exclusive. Sackboy and Horizon were shown as PlayStation exclusive, with the also available on PS4 in the fine print, whereas Demon's Souls, Ratchet and Clank, Destruction All Stars, and GT7 all say PlayStation 5 exclusive, but now it's going to be coming to PS4,
Eucharist.
and it's coming next year. The donut's getting so much attention right now.
I'm following you, Holden. I'm following you.
No, you're good.
I'm
You're,
angry.
no, it's like
I want that donut.
it's a great addition to
I've never
the.
wanted to hurt Brent, but man, I want that donut.
No, this is just continuing the whole Chad pouring water while I'm talking thing. Brent pulls out a donut. That's the next version of it. The other part of this, which is kind of related to the whole like cross-gen idea, is God of War sequel has been delayed to 2022, but it's confirmed for both PS4 and PS5. So, kind of, what are your guys' thoughts on all that stuff?
I'm mad.
I'm disappointed.
I just locked the
Yeah,
iPad.
I'm not appointed. Oh yeah, you need my face again.
I'm totally disappointed in that. Like, and I understand. Like, I want to be sympathetic to the people who don't have
But fuck them.
PS5s. But here's the other thing: they're not doing it because people don't have. They want the money.
Yeah.
Like, they're not doing it because little Jimmy couldn't get a PS5. They're doing it for the same reason, but they're not doing it to help out that
sympathetic
person.
reason.
They're doing it
Right.
because
Picturing-
they can get money from
What?
little Jimmy
Yeah.
Right.
now.
Yeah.
Not in the future when he gets a PS5. They can get money from him right now
At full price.
and that's bullshit. And it's going to take away from these games.
Capitalism.
I was so excited for Gran Turismo because it is going to look looked phenomenal. And I mean, it's still going to look phenomenal. But like the way they can use the PS5's hardware is unique, and it would have looked and played incredible. Same thing with God of War.
Yeah.
I feel both the same. Disappointed.
GT is always like showing off the consoles and everything. I was so mad about it. I was telling Holden, especially with God of War, it sucks because so many people consider that game a masterpiece, and it just sucks to take this. I consider it a masterpiece as well. So
On the right side of history.
so it's like you take that game and you're like, all right, sequel on the PS5, and you're like, holy shit, let's go, and the PS4.
100%.
So you're not like, there's so many things you could do with that free flow camera to do with like SSDs and not have to go into certain places for it to load. You can go into bigger like Asgard, not have to load a million things because you have the SSD. But you can't do that with the PS4, so I don't think the level design is going to be as cool as it could be.
What if they just made it shitty for the PS4? They're like, you know what?
Yeah.
This is exactly what you would have got
Get
on
a
a
load
PS5.
screen.
Would have been great, but here's a shitty load screen.
There's just
in
like
the
an
middle
ass
of-
to the top, like
Like
glazed
Cyberpunk.
great on PS5.
Yeah, like Cyberpunk, like how like shitty it was for everybody who had last gen for Cyberpunk. Like, sorry, it just runs shittily. Suck it.
I think that's what, if you're going to do this, that's what you need to do, but I don't see.
Yeah, no, they
doing
can't
that.
do that. I mean, look at all
Because
the hate people got for Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Sony likes keeping their
Yeah.
brand kind of like safe and secure.
Squeaky clean. Yeah, it's disappointing for sure.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to those PS5 exclusives.
Yes, disappointed. Still gonna fucking love it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's still gonna be
that's the thing,
great.
Like, there's still gonna be good games. Like,
Yeah.
they're not gonna be bad games, but I kind of feel like there's a lot of this, like, the games aren't gonna be held back. I'm like, come on. Didn't we talk about this
Absolutely.
last year
Absolutely.
with Xbox and how, like, the games would be held back because there's gonna be an Xbox One, but now suddenly, no. Like,
Yeah.
you need to kiss Sony's ass. They're not gonna be held back at
It
all.
feels a
Like,
little bit. I don't know if you made this comparison. Yes, somebody made this comparison recently. It feels a little bit like Samsung and the headphone jack.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
you said that. It's like last year, Sony's like, okay, Xbox is having backwards like cross generation games. That's not the best.
We believe in
We believe in
generations.
generations.
Yeah.
And now that
Not
oh,
anymore.
yeah, also we're gonna do that too.
Yeah,
'cause we
such
saw that
bullshit.
makes money.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
But
was
the thing-
weird. I was telling Holden, it was like Sony was like no cross generation, and Xbox was like all cross generation. But then Xbox released a game that was exclusive to the Series X, and now Sony's kind of flip flopping going to the PS4.
they?
So
Well,
Okay.
the medium.
the medium,
But that's not, I
It's
don't
not
think
a-
it's first party, though.
Right.
yeah, but you get what I mean.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of like fun.
Yeah, the thing until is that they knew back then that Horizon and God of War were gonna be cross-gen, and they still said that, which
Yeah.
like makes it really disingenuous to me. It just, I don't know, it irritates me. Like, they advertise GT7 as a PS5 exclusive, and then go, actually,
Yeah.
like, it's not
it
gonna.
sucks.
Can we
It
get
just
a
sucks.
class action lawsuit going or what?
Yeah.
I want free PlayStation Plus for
Yeah.
the rest of my life. Thank you.
It's definitely like a hard conversation to be like, no, I don't want PS4 users to play
Right.
this game
I think
because I bought
yeah.
the expensive box. But it's also like,
I just bought the expensive box.
Yeah,
Give me
it's
my
like-
fucking
Exactly,
worth.
yeah.
I want the value.
it's like the games are always going to be there. Like I feel bad, and I've been on the receiving end. I can't get this is the first console I've ever gotten at launch. So like I know the pain of not being able to play a game, but the games were always there when I got the new one.
Right. They don't
And
go
I know
away.
I'm playing
It's probably cheaper too, like a
Yeah.
sale or something like that. A PlayStation hits.
exactly.
Yeah, that-
It's
that
like,
doesn't help
I know
PlayStation.
I'm playing the best version it could be, and with this, it's like I'm not.
Right.
I could have gotten so many more level designs that we're not getting.
Let's hope it's not that drastic, I guess. You
I mean,
look,
we're never
we
gonna-
don't know until we experience it.
We're never gonna know or know.
yeah, we'll never know.
We're
Yeah,
never-
unless they tell us, like, hey, by the way, this is what it would have looked like if it was on.
Yeah, this is
an
what this
exclusive.
level
Yeah,
would have been
Right.
like when
Like,
we
sorry, but
Yeah.
let's hope God of War 3.
I guess technically all we know is that there's a blue logo, and we don't even know the name of it yet. So
all we know
definitely
is
not
I was right, that they were going to talk about it, and everybody
you
else said I
were
was
you were right,
crazy.
Dallas.
Thank you.
You're so smart.
Thank you.
So smart.
Touching
so
each other, it's
smart.
great.
I know, right? I just want to touch you.
Did you get that on camera?
No, it was still on hold. Damn, I missed it.
Get what on camera? Nothing happened.
Nothing. Love and
build up-
affection.
To build off what Brent was saying, like not being able to take advantage of the hardware fully. Like I thought it'd been really cool to see what you could do with Kratos's axe with the DualSense adaptive triggers, and like maybe you push down to get different things to happen.
Yeah.
Well, like that would have been so cool. They cannot do any of that because PS4 can't do.
No, they can because aren't they? Didn't they say that? I thought they gave details about a game that is going to be cross-gen, that they did say that in the PS5 version you will get these adaptive trigger functions and
There
is
are-
that
let me-
Horizon.
let me
There's
cl-
still
let me clarify.
third-party games that really do focus on like Resident Evil, kind of Valhalla, that have like
Yeah.
added and really messed.
Are
with
you
the
talking,
add-ons
like-
and stuff.
Think about Returnal and
Yeah.
Alt Fire.
Right.
Yes,
Like
that's
you
what I'm
cannot
talking
do
about.
that without switching the control scheme
True,
entirely.
Yeah.
That's what you. Yeah,
It's exactly what I'm talking about. Like in Ratchet and Clank,
Gotcha.
there's like that shotgun where you can empty one barrel with like half pulling it down, and you'll feel that resistance, and then all the way down to both barrels.
Yep.
Like you can't do that. You just simply cannot do that. And what kind of game mechanic could they have implemented that they can't do now?
now,
Like that's
alright.
what I mean by
I get
kind of
what you're saying.
holding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
back.
guess you could have like pulled it all the way in to throw it and pull it in a little bit to like retrieve.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not. You don't have that like. It works in Returnal because you have the tactile feedback. Whereas like if you move it a little bit too much and you don't get that feedback and you're doing the wrong thing, like that would be a bad experience for the gamer. Also, I don't really know many games where they had, because it does have variable, or what do they call it? It's an analog trigger on the PS4, isn't it?
No, it's digital.
It's digital. Okay. What had an analog trigger? Oh, GameCube had an analog trigger.
GameCube did.
Yeah.
And Switch no longer does, which is why they
cream
Had to alter.
There's no cream in there.
uh,
Fucking
Super Mario Sunshine.
yeah.
You have
Oh,
no
there
custard
it-
in your Boston
There it
cream?
There it is. There it
He
is.
found it.
Oh,
I had to rip it open.
Search for the cream.
where's the cream filling?
And
that was a commercial, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Hostess.
Oh, okay.
Oh, those.
and then on the entitled player part, like I don't think it's entitled to say,
Yeah,
based on precedent of every console generation that's ever happened, we expect these games to be exclusive to the box that we just bought.
bought,
Yeah.
right. We just spent all this
Yeah.
money, drove like an animal, could have got a ticket, killed someone to get down there, pre-order. Like,
And
Could've
they
left my
can't use
kids
the excuse
childless
that
and
like,
fatherless.
oh, we can't get enough of them out there. It was like, that didn't stop you last time. This is literally selling faster than any PlayStation
yeah.
you've had before.
Yeah.
True.
There are more of them out in the wild.
And I don't like
the key is there's more PlayStation 4s than any other.
Yeah.
Well, besides what the
So
original.
PS2.
Oh, PS2. I sold it.
Yeah, I was saying.
Well,
I
so
was
that's
on,
fucked up. Why wouldn't they do that for? Whatever, man.
I was on Pixel Street the other day, and I was kind of saying like, I get there's a lot of people that can't get PS5s, but you see stories all the time of like one of the fastest PS5 is like one of the fastest selling like consoles. So, like people do have these consoles. I feel like there is a big enough player base to go, hey, this is exclusive, and then
That's-
when people get some, it'll be there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
well,
there's a huge enough player base to just ship it out to them, and like there was a story that was like Resident Evil 8 sold the most on PS5.
yeah. And add on top of that too, like let's say you are a PS4 user, right? You get the PS5. Do you really just want to play a God of War game you could have played on your PS4,
Right,
or
yeah.
do you want to experience something you couldn't have and add to that excitement of getting the box again?
Well, they don't care. They can't return those PS5s.
Yeah.
They already have them.
Yeah.
Can't return them.
And then this whole idea of like, oh, COVID is responsible. This is doing because of COVID. Like, no, they're not.
Yeah,
because-
there's absolutely no time to just code a PS4 game. It takes so many
Yeah.
SSD like integrated things, and just like I go handle a PS4 port. Like I think it was Connor on Pixel Street was kind of talking about, and you made a good point, but he was talking about something that he predicts that Sony's going to kind of like throughout this year. He's going to hear a lot about like, and PS5s are now able to be found. You're going to find these and apologize. And I'm like, I don't think Sony ever brings it up. I
No.
don't think Sony
Yeah, I don't-
ever
yeah,
talks
I
about
agree.
the fact that you can't buy a PS5 because they don't really care. Like
they're selling what they're making.
Yeah,
They're happy.
exactly, like,
Yeah.
every console they make is sold out in a second. Like I don't think they actually.
If they
care
haven't
too much.
addressed it already, I'm sure they're not going to address
exactly,
Yeah, well,
I don't.
they'll say in an investor call like this shortage will continue into next year. They're not going to do like an ad, like at
Yeah, yeah.
E3 be like, by
it. Oh, by the way,
you can
here's
now buy
we
one.
just made 100,000 more.
Yeah.
They're going to sell quick. Go get them.
Yeah, like even because he was talking about when they make the new like revision, and I was like, it makes sense. I just don't ever see Sony needing to talk about it. Like it's not something that's hurting their bottom line necessarily.
no,
En-
no.
enough to where they want to make sure people get a PS5. It's like
People are going to
don't
get them.
really care.
People who want them are going to get them.
They have the market share. It's like PS5 isn't something they have to advertise.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
next?
we also saw the Horizon
Movie.
Forbidden West footage at State of Play. No notes. This really just we saw the footage. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
It's more Horizon,
Yeah.
and it looks great. I'm very excited to play more Horizon.
Yeah.
There's water swimming. as opposed to
And,
lava
and,
swimming.
and apparently,
You can swim in the sand. It's great.
I think what was more interesting, the
the most interesting thing was how fat.
That was just a bad camera angle.
Dallas coming out here shaming people again.
No, but seriously, my Twitter blew up about that shit. I'm like, why do people fucking care about
Yeah,
this,
it's like,
man?
what's
Yeah.
the point?
I never
It's a
saw.
fucking player model in a video game. Fuck off.
I
Who
never
fucking
saw
cares?
anything about it. in
No,
my Twitter
really?
feed, but
I
I
didn't
saw
either.
tons of people saying,
Yeah.
"Guys, stop
That's-
talking
me
about
too.
Aloy." And I'm
Me too.
like,
Me too.
I
That's-
haven't seen
it was more people
anyone say
complaining.
this. What are you
It was
talking
all
about?
it was all people complaining about how fat she was. I was like, I didn't see anybody complain about how fat she was. I did see a hilarious fucking meme about
That
it.
was really funny. To be fair, yeah.
I saw a lot 'cause I'm in a lot of shit posting groups, but it's just kind of
well,
like
that's
it's like, what's the point? I
they
don't-
do that because they're
Yeah.
shitposts, and they don't do it because they're really upset. Like nobody's really upset that their player model doesn't look like a supermodel. Who the fuck cares, man? Like, whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's like okay, like I didn't notice it until it was pointed out. And I'm
I
like,
haven't
yeah,
either.
like she's
You
like,
sent the meme, and I just thought it was like, oh, someone made Aloy fat. I didn't even
Yeah.
realize Aloy was thicker in this new
Yeah,
video.
Was it
when I
like-
looked at that footage, I didn't say, "Holy shit, she looks fat, bad, hot."
Yeah.
No.
Like she's fucking a video. Like
Yeah.
whatever. I can't talk because whatever. I'm not gonna go there. But,
Was it on?
whatever.
Was it on screen for a while?
no,
or was
talk
it just
about
a
Zelda
frame
more.
someone
Yeah.
caught?
The meme?
No, was it on screen for a while, or was it just a frame that someone caught and just like made fun of?
No, I think. I mean, I've seen comparisons from the first,
Yeah.
from what she looks like in the first game, and she does. I don't. I don't think they purposely designed her to look bigger. I think it's just the generational gap. The lighting's better. Like she just seems to be rounder. I
think
guess
it's
like she does.
that-
I don't know.
right,
Like
It was just
Spoilers.
that angle, honestly. Nothing
Right.
else looked bad at all. It looked like just Aloy from
Yeah.
the first game.
spoilers for the first game, so stop listening a second if anyone hasn't heard played it. But like,
Oh,
it'd be really funny if have you not played it?
I haven't beat it yet.
I haven't beat
You
it yet
haven't beat it,
either.
okay,
but
I think you're gonna be fine.
I haven't beat
Yeah.
it yet either. But I don't.
It'd be really funny if they started off this game and being like, "Man, you put on a lot of weight since losing roast. Is it still emotionally impacting you?" And you're like overeating it, and like they do something like that. That'd be hilarious.
We noticed you picked a lot of berries today. You can eat all those berries.
The red
Maybe
Roast
share
was really
some.
getting- Yeah, that'd be hysterical.
No, so
Sorry.
the gameplay, like obviously fucking the mammoth, awesome. The elephant thing.
Raptors, dude.
Raptors, cool. It looks like more, but I think the most interesting stuff that came out of it was some of the interviews that happened the day later with the developers, and it was like the climbing and how it is
it's
so much
free climbing.
more
Like
like free
Breath of the
climbing,
Wild.
similar to Breath of the Wild than it was, which was
Not apparent. In
all. No, it was not apparent
Yeah.
in the gameplay thing. There was the reveal of like you can click the button and the focus will show you all the different handholds.
yeah.
But they like just have an algorithm that analyzes the geometry now and just says, cool, anywhere it looks like they might be able to hold on, you can hold on now.
Gorilla
Cool.
was like, "All right, you picked Breath of the Wild over our game. Whatever, let's just make it like Breath of the Wild."
Give you
Yeah.
a glider.
And that was literally like the only negative thing I had to say about that game was
yeah,
the climb. The
climbing.
platform
Climbing,
was
yeah, the climbing
terrible
was
in
tough.
that game.
Yep.
It's hard to explain, but I was trying to tell Holden that I wasn't that excited about the footage, but I knew I wouldn't be or need to be because I really liked the first game.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I needed to see anything about Forbidden West because I knew I was going to like it when I play it. So there's nothing that was like, oh shit, this is awesome, like
Right.
I would about a Spider-Man or a Batman game, but I
Right.
still know I'm going to love the game when I play it.
I feel the same way because I enjoyed that game for the gameplay, the combat, the machine, the enemy types. I'm not a huge fan of the story. The human aspect of that game could go fuck itself. Like I didn't enjoy
I like
the bandit
Aloy,
camps.
but like everybody
Yeah,
else
I
is dumb.
enjoyed Aloy's character completely, but I didn't like fucking bearded dude.
Yeah, I hate that
Chop
guy.
guy.
Daddy?
I hate that.
Oh,
Fuck that guy. The guy that
Aaron.
Like his voice acting was fucking terrible. Like most of the voice acting in the game was kind of whatever. I enjoyed the gameplay, the combat, and from watching the trailer, I wasn't gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
I know the gameplay, the combat, and I'm interested in the enemy types and stuff like that. That's all I care about.
Holden, let me tell you.
And how
People
pretty
really
it
like
is.
the gameplay when you actually play it the way you're supposed to play it.
What's funny is that when you get to the end of the game, you will fucking love the story, and that's what you play for.
Yeah.
And like the gameplay and combat.
I'm pretty
obviously,
close to the
fucking
end.
love
I
it,
think
but-
I just
The story is good in the end. I will.
I think I am. Anyways, I got to the point where what was the last? I just saved the Sun King.
No, you're just barely gonna almost scratch.
I'm
the
almost there
surface
because
on
right
the
now
big
it's still
shit.
pretty shitty.
Yeah, no,
I was-
you're
Yeah.
you have no idea yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was at the point where I was like Aloy, and then all of a sudden I was on like the Battle Bus for some reason, and then I realized I was playing
Play
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah, I liked the footage. When I first watched, Chad and I watched it on the stream together.
Yeah.
It wasn't high quality, so I was just kind of thinking like, I don't even think this like looks very good. Like I was pretty down on it, but I saw it again, not in a live.
Yeah, they
stream.
released the 4K,
4K
Yeah.
release,
version of it.
It does look insanely gorgeous. It really does.
So showing at
really,
LG
really good.
CX.
Yeah,
Fucking
the
great.
even like on her
I'm gonna
face.
see your TV tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
bring a condom.
on her face, like getting just like
Fat?
the little hair.
Oh,
You see the little hairs of the light reflecting off of them.
Yeah.
It looks it's crazy detailed. It really does look
the
good.
way her hair moves and everything.
Yeah.
I like the sun and the. I don't like the cold. There was too much cold.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
also, like
yeah.
she's never ever wearing something that looks warm in the first one.
Well, you could.
She's running
mean-
so much. She's got that
Well,
body. heat
it
going.
depends.
You
There's
can buy
some
different armor,
sets
yeah.
that are
But I would
heavy.
want like this giant. Yeah, no, I had
yeah,
all
like
the
a
armor
wool
sets,
coat
but
or
like
some shit, yeah,
I'd
yeah.
want like a wool coat. Like a
Well, she's
puffy-
not always in the cold though in that game.
No,
I
not
was
always. but
just
a
always
lot
put
of-
on the power armor. That's it. And just run around being invincible.
That was the best.
The
Now, how
combat
come you
game
don't
is
start off with that in this game? Why
Right?
is she wearing that?
Several years later,
She lost it.
Yeah.
she
She
lost
doesn't fit
it.
into it anymore.
I would like to see why she's
She
out
put
west.
it in-
I'm interested in that.
Oh.
She doesn't
No,
fit.
no, Holden, no.
They forgot the armor stretcher. They couldn't. They left that out.
Oh, the
east.
breastplate
Yeah, the
stretcher from
breastplate
Game of Thrones.
All right.
Bobby B.
He's the best.
Brent is the only one here that's not going to get hit for hate speech now.
If anyone heard me say that and thought, "Oh man, Holden thinks she's really fat," they don't understand sarcasm.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like not like the footage or anything like that, but as we've kind of talked about many times in the podcast, like I thought the gameplay was fine. It wasn't for me. It's not just because I didn't play it the way I intended to play. I didn't play the way I intended to be playing because I didn't like playing that way. And yeah, I don't know. It's like this is kind of more of the same. Which for Horizon, it's exactly what I think they should be doing because it resonated with a lot of PlayStation fans. So I think they're going in the right direction. This is what they should be doing. I just don't think this is a train I'm going to get on.
You won't play it at all.
I don't think I'm going to. I like the train.
That's the train that Holden's not getting on.
Chugga.
Sounds
I
like a
like the
diesel truck.
story, but the story kind of concludes pretty well by the end of it. There is like
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
question, but the big questions about the world I was curious about while playing it, I felt got answered. So I don't feel this like need to go
See the story.
forward.
Yeah.
But if there's like a huge scuttlebutt about how this is like such an incredible story again, it really opens the world. Like I might play it on story mode and just kind of like go through it really fast.
Yeah.
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 Cool.
But yeah. Cool.
Choo choo. Choo choo.
Hey, Chad,
What?
who's holding?
Holding these nuts.
This?
All right, moving on to Fetch
We have
Quest.
fun here. We have fun here.
CD Projekt Red, quote, in the middle of Cyberpunk 2077 PlayStation Store relisting process, which I wrote as relisting process, but it's relisting.
How fucking crazy.
Is that
How fucking this game came out in November and PlayStation's still like, no, it's not good enough to sell
Yeah.
on our store.
Well, if there was just, when did they start? Have they tried before and they weren't successful? That's what I'm curious about. But if they have this headline and then they're not allowed back on again, that would be so bad for
they
them.
can't be let back on, right? Until they fix the fucking game.
Yeah, but to Sony's
They haven't
standards.
fixed the
yeah.
fucking game.
Yeah.
They're not. They
8
released a
months.
huge patch.
Yeah, but I think those patches haven't done what it needs to do, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't gone back. to
I
play
started it
so.
up, I don't know, maybe like a month ago, and it felt the same. No, I just shut it
I didn't
down.
have any issues,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't be able to like load it up and see if it's different or anything. But
But again, you all played it on PS5s, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
I had plenty of issues. Like it crashed on me constantly.
it
Yeah, I
crashed
had
like
a lot
a
of
couple
crashes.
times for me.
Yeah, I had a lot of crashes, but nothing like the crazy like AI mishaps and stuff. Like, I don't have any of that.
Yeah, I had a few
No frame rate issues.
stupid glitches here and there, you know, like
Common open world stuff.
yeah, which I expect, especially from that fucking studio. Like everybody thinks
Yeah.
that they make these perfect games, like you know, Naughty Dog and shit like that. They don't. I mean, The Witcher had some like.
They
Just
made
look
the
at all
best
those
game of all
roach
time.
fucking memes.
Yeah.
Like your horse would end up on roofs and shit, and everybody just thought it was funny.
It is
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
It is. It's hilarious. But when Cyberpunk came out and there's a can just floating in the air, they're like, "Look at a piece of shit this fucking game is." Like, dude, like, what are you fucking talking about, man? It's a fucking open world game. It's huge.
We haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2, and
Yeah.
this week, like it was stuck
What?
it was stuck at 4 a.m.
Oh, okay.
until I quit out of the game and went back into it again. And this is like years after launch.
Yeah.
I tell you what makes me laugh every time: tying your horse to a hitching post, and just like you walk up there, you press the button, and he's just like, and then the horse is like, "Now I'll settle down."
See, I play that game so precisely that I would press triangle, hold the thing to the left, get off the left side, walk around the front, press triangle. Like I did everything. Like
It's
to
funny
me,
how you can defend a janky game when you like it.
it's not janky because it's so precise.
It's so janky.
It's not janky. It's
Red Dead Redemption 2?
yeah.
No.
It feels
it's
so
not
jank.
It's precise. You need to do
Yeah.
things precisely.
Your character's so clunky.
No, it's not.
He's slow. He's
you
not
have to
clunky.
press X to run.
Yeah.
And then
That's
you're
just
like,
Rockstar.
Yeah, that's
I
yeah.
know,
everyone-
I hate
20
it.
years.
I hate it.
Well, that's not jank.
I
that's
feel like
just
my body's
shitty.
out to here, and I'm just like clunky all the time, knocking everything over.
Bumping into stuff all sweety.
I have to like rip
Like
the
Alec
door
Baldwin.
open, like get through.
All right, this conversation is getting flagged for hate speech. Moving on, Dragon Quest 12. The Flame of Fate is running on Unreal Engine 5, says Liam Doolin at Nintendo Life. There's also an HD 2D remake of Dragon Quest 3, which was also
Wait.
announced.
Did we see Dragon Quest 12?
It
We
was
saw-
announced.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It
We
was
saw
announced.
the
There's
remake
the little
thing.
logo.
And they said
Okay.
it's going to be dark.
Cool.
Yeah, it's
So
it's
EB
like
E10
12
plus now.
in flames.
I played the demo of 11 and I had a blast and I never picked it up because I'm
Yep.
like, I'm not going to fucking play this game anyways.
I played 10 hours of the demo. I bought the game, have not progressed past that demo.
See, that's why I was afraid I was going to do that.
Yeah.
So I haven't bought it. But yeah, it would be cool to play a Docker version of that game because it was a little.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I watched the footage of that remake and that looked fucking sick.
It was really
It
good.
looks awesome.
yeah. Dragon Quest 3, all about that game.
Yeah.
That's what got me into JRPGs. Played on Game Boy Color, little cartridges that can't go in the regular Game Boy because they have the hump on them because they're like camels.
I tried to play Dragon Quest 1. I really want to, but just those types of games are just so difficult to figure out what to do. Why is everybody staring at me? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Well, I've never played them, so I couldn't tell you.
I mean,
I don't have an experience
generally in JRPGs, you just literally have to talk to everyone, and then one person's
Yeah.
like, "I heard there's something cool on the South Island." You're like, "Oh fuck, thank God."
Yeah, and I
South
don't
Island.
read.
In Zelda, like they'll highlight the text and you just like speed read through it, but not in JRPGs.
But I am very, very happy that they're using that HD 2D, like the Octopath Traveler engine and that style on more things.
Absolutely. Since
it's beautiful.
like Project Triangle Strategy, I tried the demo.
Not interested.
I'm not interested in it. And Octopath Traveler, it's a spin on JRPGs by kind of focusing on different like a different type of storytelling with different characters, that kind of stuff. I'm assuming as you played it, I don't know, but
I
I'm
played
assuming this is so it's more of just a traditional JRPG.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see a more traditional
Me too.
JRPG in
I
that
think
style.
I enjoy that style of a game more than Octopath Traveler.
Yeah.
Yep.
Octopath was amazing, but I will never beat it.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Absolutely.
Sold all my games.
And I'm so
to buy
bad
it,
at
and I played
turn-based
2 hours.
shit, dude. I'm so bad at those games.
Speaking of amazing, there's a new Sonic game coming in 2022. There's also a remaster of Sonic Colors
you
dubbed
being
Sonic
facetious?
Colors Ultimate. And we had the reveal of Sonic Origins,
Nintendo fanboy.
a collection with Sonic through 1 through 3, Sonic and Knuckles, and Sonic CD.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
So good.
Fuck yeah.
Who asked for this?
Sega asked for money.
The dudes who played Mortal Kombat the way you were supposed to play Mortal Kombat with blood and ripping fucking heads off and shit. Oh, yeah, Nintendo nerd who's like, oh, give me the green shit. I'm scared. Fuck you.
Do you guys not
Sonic.
like Sonic?
No,
I played
I do
almost
like
all
Sonic.
of these
Nintendo
games,
kids.
and I can admit that they're bad games.
I was a Gen. Oh,
Okay.
I
You had a
played.
Genesis?
I had a Genesis.
I had a Game Gear.
I had a Genesis and a Master System.
Where? At your house or at your grandma's house?
No, at my house. It retired.
oh,
it
you're a
retired.
Genesis.
It
Oh,
retired
trying
to
to
my
diss your
grandmother's
grandma.
house once we got an N64 because that was a superior console.
Of course.
Yeah.
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 I've actually never.
I like
touched
Sonic.
Sega.
I had Sonic. I had Sonic 2. I had Sonic and Knuckles where you stick the fucking cartridge and it sticks up this high and you knock it over and it breaks. I know what
did
that's
you have
about.
Sonic CD?
I just don't.
Sonic CD was dope.
I don't.
Sonic CD on
amazing.
iOS, and it was fun.
I don't need new. Sonic Mania was cool. I don't
Sonic
need
CD
remakes of
when
the old-
Sonic CD came out was fucking sick.
Sonic Mania gives me everything that I got in those old Sonic games. I don't know about Colors or Origins or anything
I don't
like
know
that,
what
but
those games either, yeah.
Colors was good.
Sonic Mania gives me everything that you could possibly want from those other original Sonic games. Don't need them remade. There's plenty of other games you can remake.
Yeah.
There was the whole debacle or like debate of who's more popular, like Link as a character or Sonic as a character.
Sonic.
And Jeff Grubb, I think it's probably he's more popular. More people know.
Yeah.
I agree. Jeff Grubb had the tweet of like he doesn't know anyone with a Sonic
tattoo, right.
Like the one person with the Sonic tattoo regrets it. I don't know anyone who has a Zelda tattoo who's like, I don't know why I did that. It was so dumb of me to get a Zelda tattoo.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
Triforce. Like you're never gonna regret the.
Bang.
You're never gonna.
Nobody has
regret
a
that.
fucking golden coin.
Unless Link's old tweets come out. in which case, I'm getting it removed.
No, just turn them into Deathly Hallows.
Yeah, they.
That's true.
Perfect.
Very true.
No, because J.K. Rowling's.
Oh, that's right. She
Oh,
hates people.
yeah.
All right, get turned
Shit.
into a Death Eater, and then use it to kill J.K. Rowling.
All right, deal.
Stick a stick in and go.
Sony expects PS5 Disc Edition to break even in June, says Zarmena Khan.
break.
to break.
break.
Sony expects your
That's not what he
consoles
said?
to
I thought
break
that's what he
in
said.
June.
No, it's going to break. So they'll finally not lose money per device. Interesting tidbit as well from Jim Ryan, who's the CEO of
So they're
Sony Interactive
only
Entertainment.
losing money on the CD ones, the drive ones.
They're probably losing money on the digital version as well, but I'm guessing they'll make it up by people
Sure.
having to buy from the PlayStation Store. But they're not making profit on the console itself.
It's crazy, man.
Something else I thought was interesting Jim Ryan said here was that he wants Sony to take PlayStation from, quote, PlayStation's current console-centric ecosystem to a future where large elements of our community extend beyond the console. I thought that was interesting, kind of your all's takes on that.
Coming to Game Pass. PlayStation's coming to Game
Last
Pass.
was
you say I
part
didn't
3,
pay
Game Pass Day 1.
What'd you say? I didn't pay attention.
Oh, that Sony wants to expand basically their brand outside of just the console space.
That's probably just the TV and everything.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
mean,
probably what it is. Yeah.
They
There's
also, like they mentioned recently, it's not going to go anywhere. Just like Nintendo's didn't go anywhere, but like they're going to put more PlayStation franchises on mobile, and like
Well, hey, Mario Kart Tour is the best version and definitive version of
Are they
Mario
talking
Kart.
about PC?
I mean, also
yeah,
branching
maybe as
to
well,
PC,
yeah.
Because they're
I-
releasing everything to PC now.
And
I was thinking
rumored
about it.
Uncharted 4 will be coming to PC based on that. Like,
What if
that
they
leak
just
and
start releasing day of to PC?
I don't think it's going to happen.
Imagine that.
don't
Imagine
think
how
it's gonna happen.
some of these. That's another thing I see a lot of people complain about online. Like, oh, why are you so upset that these games are going to PC? I never seen anybody be upset about these games going to PC. Who the fuck? Why does
That's
anyone?
true. Yeah.
But I
I've
see a lot
seen-
of people complaining about it. I'm like, what?
I've
I've
seen-
never seen anybody complaining about that.
I've
shit.
actually seen quite a few people complaining about it. It's
You are in these
stupid.
weird communities.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
called- you
It's called
bad
Reddit.
on
friends.
Twitter.
Reddit, I've seen
Is
it.
it Reddit?
Reddit, I've seen it.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to have friends that we haven't met yet. now, Okay.
You need
sorry.
to send us these
As your
weird
parents,
communities.
You have to
as your
approve them
parents,
with
we
us.
want to have your friends
Yeah,
over
we
for
need to
dinner.
check in a little more. I guess.
What are their
guys.
parents' phone numbers? And if you turn off Find My
Have their mother
Friends, then you're
text
grounded.
us.
I already turned it off. Sorry.
Damn it.
But no, I was thinking about it. Holden earlier was talking about how he wishes like Apple TV was built into like TVs or something. And I was gonna say it, but Sony makes TVs, so I don't understand like why there can't be a thing where PlayStation may be like, okay, let's put like PlayStation Now on a TV because
It
everyone
is,
wants
yeah.
that from like a Chromecast.
There's a
with
PS2
Xbox.
TV or something like that, wasn't there?
Well, there's the PlayStation TV that was 3D that came out in the PS4
Yeah.
era.
Yeah.
But PlayStation Now is available on Sony Bravia TVs.
Then they
Yeah,
could
you
really
pair a controller
capitalize
and
on
play
that
with
and
it.
really
That's
make it like something that they focus on. They market a lot because they were doing the PS5 bundles with TVs. If they put a little bit more work into it and marketed that more and actually made it cool, I think that could be a really good thing for them.
Plus, I don't like. This might not be indicative of the entire market, but like, I don't care how thick a TV is. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm only looking at it from the front. I'm never gonna hold it and be like, ooh, like,
Yeah.
look how thin it is. So like, if they had to make it like a hair thicker to spread a PS5 across the entire back of a 90-inch TV, like, I'm not gonna have a problem with that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's already some of those TVs are like $1,000, plus dollars. Like, tack on $500 extra bucks.
True.
Get a PlayStation in there, and yeah,
That'd be pretty wild, but I'd want LG to make PlayStations then.
Yes.
You start
Yummy.
getting like the PC market where like all these people make like the different GPUs. Like Nvidia has the GPU, and then EVGA makes their own and things like that. What are you guys laughing at?
You giggling. That's what I'm laughing
Yeah,
at.
when you laugh, dude, I laugh so hard. Like when Cozy ran up those stairs, that was I laughed, and then I heard him laugh, and I cried. I was laughing so fucking hard.
What was he running from? I love you, Cozy. That was the hardest I've ever laughed in.
I think that was the most FOMO I ever had.
Yeah.
Coming back on
You guys
headset and just
all
hearing you guys
fucking
cracking
missed
up.
out
I was
day,
gone that
dude.
whole night. I don't even think I was there that game night.
Oh, it's so
I missed
fucking
out.
funny,
I
man.
wasn't there.
Crying about it now.
What might have caused Cozy to run up those stairs really fast
Nice segue. Love it.
is the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and Legends Arceus, Arceus,
Arceus? I don't know.
Arceus? Okay.
Arceus?
Arceus
I don't know.
have a confirmed release date, says Ryan Craddock and Nintendo Life. Remakes coming November 19th, and really soon, Legends Arceus. I'm just saying them all, just just
Atreus.
Is this,
Atreus.
this is a new
Legends
Pokemon
Atreus.
game?
This is
Legend-
the open world one.
Yeah, the open world one, the Breath of the Wild version of.
Wasn't there just an open world one?
Sword and Shield had like an open world area, but this is apparently entire open world. That's coming January 28th, 2022, which is way sooner than
That's
I
the
thought.
real announcement. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what gets my peen squeamy.
2022?
I don't know what that means, but my peen is feeling squeamy.
Shrinkage, it's a thing.
Yeah, you're excited for that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it looks freaking dope. It looks like what we wanted Pokemon to be for the last 10 years. When people say, I want a 3D Pokemon, like,
Open
we don't want what they've given us.
Yeah.
We want this.
Yeah.
Hopefully you
Open
get
world,
what you
you're
want.
just running around. You see something in the grass, and you run and you throw a ball at it, and you might fight it. I don't know. But it's like a prequel, and you're, like, building out the first Pokedex. And
Oh, shit, really?
Love
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Love it.
So it'll be all Gen 1 Pokemon?
No,
the
it's
Sinnoh
all
region
four.
Gen 4.
Sinnoh, but you also have
Sinnoh.
starters from other regions as well.
I'm so happy it's Sinnoh. Diamond is the
What the
best
fuck is Sinnoh?
Pokemon game ever. Gen 4,
It's Diamond and Pearl. Those are the ones I never played.
What was the last? What was Sword and Shield?
8?
Oh,
Generation
shit.
8.
Oh, okay.
Galar region, I think.
Right,
Yeah.
so that was 8. So we're going back 4 generations from
Yeah.
from now.
Yeah.
Which kind of lines
the
up too, 'cause
superior
Gen 4 is
gen.
coming out. The
Yeah.
remakes this
That
year.
was- so Gen 1 isn't the best.
Nope, Gen 4.
Gen 1
Gen
is always
2,
the best.
Well,
Gen
Gen
2,
1.
yeah,
It's a
Gen
thing.
2.
Whoa,
Matt
so we
and
got
I-
4, 2 twos, and
Okay,
one.
the
Matt and I are
Pokemon from
correct.
Gen 1 are the best Pokemon. Gen
I
2
agree.
might be the best
Eh.
games.
Okay.
It's
Pokemon
one.
from Gen
It's
1.
one of the
I
things
don't even
where
agree with that.
the first one you played is always going to.
No one wants a fucking
Is
Centrix.
the first one you played 4?
Yeah.
It's the first
Okay.
one you played 2?
You want to talk to me? What?
Is the first Pokemon
Yes.
game you played 2? Or was it 1?
My
Silver.
first one was Pokemon Silver. Yeah.
Same thing with you?
No, red,
Red was 1?
red, yellow, then silver.
Red, yellow,
1.
and silver.
Interesting.
I do like red, but I think silver was my. I have the best memories with silver.
Yeah, I played Yellow of Gen 1. I like it, but
Yeah.
the original 151 I think are the best and the most iconic. But I do really like have a soft spot for the Gen 4 Pokemon because they're just so weird. Like you have like my favorite is Chimchar and Magikarp.
Oh,
It's so
Magikarp
dumb.
isn't even 1?
He is
No, that's one.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
one. But
okay, all right. Can I? Is this going on a tangent? Can you name me all the starters, or is that no? Because all I know is the original 3 starters.
Yeah.
I know-
Pokemon,
I know,
Pikachu.
Pokemon? No. Pikachu's not an original starter.
He's not a starter. So it was
No.
Charmander, Bulbasaur, and
Well,
Wow,
if you
son
got
of a rad.
if you got Yellow, your starter was Pikachu.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Yellow hard to find?
And you could get the
No,
other
Yellow was the special
starters.
edition they released a year later that more
Oh.
closely followed the anime.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So who's the best starter?
Charmander.
Totodile.
It's either
Fucking great, dude.
Chimchar or Charmander.
And he's from
are my
what?
favorites.
Cyndaquil.
They-
Come on.
They are from what?
Cyndaquil was my second, but
The
yeah,
second gen.
yeah, second gen.
No, you guys are.
And what's your favorite?
Whatever, no one-
Yeah,
It's
No one
Charmander
cares.
and
it's
Charizard.
like ABBA song actually.
So that was Gen 1 now, right?
Well, Charmander was Gen 1.
Oh, if you're asking who's the
Chimchar
best
was
starter
Gen
out of
4.
every gen
Yeah, like
starters?
what's-
no, I don't even know what the last like 5 generations of starters are.
But what's your
Grookey
favorite
Gang.
starter?
Actually,
Charmander.
yeah, Grookey Gang.
Grookey Gang.
Oh, Grookey.
I have a
He was
Grookey
from
plus.
Grookey's dope. He's the
Sword
newest
and-
one. I played like 3 hours of Sword and Shield, but Grookey's dope.
Yeah, Grookey Gang. Let's
That
go.
game is
See,
bad.
that's the one
bad
reason why
game.
I want to play Pokemon because I want that starter connection. Like I want, like that's my fucking starter, dude.
Do you have
Yeah.
a 3DS?
No.
The 3D. I have a 3DS. Well, the new 3DS XL, the one with the little nipple. And playing through all the Pokemon games on that is the best Pokemon.
It's dope. Yeah.
It's so
Is
The
it?
best travel Pokemon experience.
They're available?
until yeah, they're available until my analog pocket comes in, and I can actually pop in
Yes.
cartridges
Yeah.
and play on that dope OLED screen. I can't wait. But yeah, the 3DS, new 3DS has the regular 3DS XL2 has a great digital catalog of all those games. That
Otherwise, you need physical.
Oracle of Ages, Oracle
Yeah.
of Seasons, Shantae.
Every
they
2D
have-
Zelda game you can play on.
it's
on
such a
3DS.
hit. That's such a hidden gem. And like you look at Switch.
Those are expensive though, aren't they?
Where
They're like
is
almost-
it?
The 3DS? Aren't they almost like $300?
No, you can get
Well,
them.
you can't buy a new one anymore. I don't know
used
how much.
Oh
market's
no,
actually-
they don't make them anymore.
I don't like. Can you buy a
No.
2DS still?
No, they've discontinued.
You can. I mean, you can still
The
buy
used
them like
market on
refurbished
3DS
or
isn't
from
that bad.
like
Yeah.
places that still have stuff in stock.
I
but
bought
you
my
can't buy it
sister a
new,
3DS way back. Is that the one with the flip with the two
Yeah.
screens on it?
Yeah.
I bought her one back in the day, and she just found it recently. She's like, "Oh, I've been playing this." I'm like, "Yeah." You haven't played it in like 15 years. Why don't you just give it to me?
Gen 2, baby.
I'll wait a little while.
Gen
to
4.
convince you of that.
Last little one here is actually just something that I wanted to say about the Epic Apple trial. I know I said it was done, but one thing happened in closing statements.
Let it go.
This is really, really quick. This is
Who
gonna
won
take
the
that long.
trial?
We won't
don't know
know
yet.
for a while. Yeah.
Well, it's like a sports game.
Who
Who
scored
had
the most points?
There was just a lot of stories of like, man, the judge was really harsh on Tim Cook, and like, oh, really hard on Tim Cook. I'm like, I follow that really closely, and the judges asked really, really difficult questions to everyone, including Tim Cook and Epic. But there's one thing she brought up to Epic. The judge said that I thought was really important, and I haven't seen reported anywhere. So I want to just kind of like share it. And it says in the closing statements, the judges asked Epic, you're asking the courts to make a business decision and to like change something about a company's business decision. So can you offer one example of this ever happening in the past ever? And Epic could not do it. They tried to bring up the Microsoft situation in the 90s, and she's like, that doesn't count because it was the federal government suing Microsoft. It was not a private company suing another private company. So, I mean, they're both publicly traded companies, but you know what I mean.
Right.
And he's like, you don't have an example. This has never been done before. A court has never done what you were asking for. I felt like that's a really important like
there's no
thing to say.
precedent.
Yeah.
And in law, like precedent is king.
Yeah. So I feel like oh, it's so hard on Apple. Like, well, yeah, they're hard on everyone, but like that's just basically her saying you don't have a case, Epic. I don't know what you're expecting.
Yeah, that
us
kind
to do
of.
here.
They already gave the W to Apple at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
Like, don't expect much from this because
But every
nothing like
head-
this has ever happened.
But it just bothered me because I saw so many headlines of like, man, like Tim Cook really terrible. I'm like, yeah, I mean, there was some questions you could have answered better, like for sure. But I don't know. I thought that was important. Wanted to share that. That's all.
So you watched the trial live?
I just followed like live tweets
Oh, right,
and
that's
stuff like
right.
that, which there were actually some really, I can't remember their names. I wish I could call them out right here, but some really good journalists
Shaquille O'Neal.
who just literally tweeted out everything that happened live while it was going on. And it was just like, just kind of kept it open on the side while I was working on other things and just scrolling through every once in a while and reading it. It was pretty interesting. But yeah, moving on to We're So Fucking Humble. If anyone has anything they want to talk about, I know Matt said you had something to talk about.
Switch troubles.
Yeah.
I think I don't want to go too deep into this because I know we're already running super late.
This has been awesome, though.
I know, I love it. No, I love every
Give
second.
yourself
of
a
it.
camera, man.
Give yourself a cam.
I'm on cam.
The one. There it is.
I'm just like Nintendo should be embarrassed at the state that my 4-year-old Switch
Yeah.
is in right now, 4 years after buying it. It won't hold a charge for more than an hour on any game. The Joy-Con drift is like a mess. The Joy-Con rubber like pieces are all peeling off. I don't use it that much.
I hate the Joy-Con
and it's just
sticks
like
so
all the
much.
things we were talking about before where using the Joy-Con sideways like is super hard to use with big hands.
It's such
and
a
super
shitty
small,
design,
but also
dude.
like the design of it is not ideal. And I just think that like right now, like I'm excited for a Switch Pro. Hopefully that it like fixes a lot of these problems. But I'm just like I have no inspiration to play my Switch.
Yeah.
Really.
Do you know it lasts forever if you don't play it? And it's pristine. Like I don't play my Switch at all, and my Joy-Cons look great, and my battery, I don't even know if it holds a charge because I don't play it, and it's just always in the dock.
And also like it doesn't hold. I power it all the way down. I don't put it on rest. I power it all the way down, and it still won't hold a charge. Like I think that there's a part of mine that is also defective, but I've also sent it in once.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
and it's
For,
still
for that?
No, I sent it in for the volume button, it wouldn't go up, so it could only put the volume down. And so once I put it down once, I was like, well, that's it.
Luigi tells you, like, can you turn that down? And you're like, no, I can never go down.
It needs to stay here.
Yeah, it needs to stay right here.
But yeah, it just like, I don't know. It's like 4 years I've had a console, and I understand it's a handheld, but I had a Game Boy Pocket that I beat the living shit out of.
Yeah.
And it lasted forever.
One of them got
It's
blown up.
It still it still plays. My original Game Boy Pocket still plays. And like, this is a more advanced piece of technology, I understand. But I don't know, it's just disappointing. Like I don't know. Yeah. Disappointing. I
Yeah,
don't
the
know.
Switch was
I've
like
had-
an amazing concept that hasn't been realized too well. Like, there's so many issues with it.
I hope the Pro like comes with like a massive battery. Like I hope it's like I hope they don't like forget about its portableness and
Yeah.
concentrate more on like the dock.
Yeah.
I hope that that's not the case because it still needs work on its portable nature. Because
Do you have the original 2017
the
version?
original
Okay.
launch,
Me too.
yeah,
Same.
I could have. GameStop was doing that thing for a while where you could trade up for $70 and
Oh, really?
get the new one with the better battery, or not the better battery, but it had the
Better
upgraded
chip,
processor.
yeah.
Right, the
Right.
processor was better. But I didn't do that just because I
should have done it.
Also, because like I didn't know what kind of hassle it was going to be to transfer all my
Well,
stuff.
yeah,
over.
'cause
not
What
every
was
game-
cloud save? What
Not
was
every
not?
game does
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
There you go.
So dumb.
Right.
So like
That's
that's not.
so many games I have to restart or just can't do it all.
I had 300 hours in Breath of the Wild. I'm like, I'm not gonna lose that. I got
Yeah.
every outfit. I like got
Luckily,
everything I
that
wanted.
game
Yeah.
like saves like in the cloud, but things like Splatoon doesn't because of cheating. Like,
I played 30 hours of Breath of the Wild before I realized that it had that issue. And I was like, I talked to them and I was like, what are the chances that I get my save back? And they're like, we can't guarantee it.
Yeah, no way.
I was like, it's just a volume button. How can you not guarantee that I'm going to get my save back? You just have to fix a volume button. But really, they're probably just going to swap it out with a new one.
With the conversation, you go like, I had this problem. Can you save the internet? They're like, internet?
Yeah, right.
What?
No, so
Like
I
over the phone?
yeah.
Like you plug in the phone wire and do shit?
so that's frustrating, and just my Switch is like falling apart.
Yeah.
Like it only works in dock mode.
Do you
when I
use
use
it
a
a
Pro
lot?
controller, which the Pro controller is one of the best controllers.
It's really good.
besides the DualSense that I've ever used.
Yeah.
But it lasts forever.
Do you use your Switch a lot? You play it a lot?
Yeah, I do. Like when I'm at home and I'm like in bed or on the couch, sometimes I won't even play on the TV. I never thought I'd do this.
What do you play?
I put it in my hand. I play Pokemon, Sword and Shield.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, Sword and Shield. That's the most
I,
recent one. Yeah.
I don't even know. I can't remember the last time I turned. I think the last.
And I played new Mario 3D World with
Pasta Manicotti.
Boss Man.
Yeah.
I think the last game I played was Mario. What was it? 25? What was the?
35, Mario 35.
Yeah, the competitive Mario. That was the
Yeah.
last thing I played. Since
Oh yeah,
that
and that was
release.
fun. And then
Yeah,
they
I had
took
a
it away.
blast playing that.
I
They
never
get rid of
played
it.
it
It's
just
gone.
because I'm like, it's gonna go away. I don't want to get attached.
Yeah.
That was a fun
Go
game.
away. Yeah.
My
Yeah, that was
Switch
fucking dope.
My Switch was mostly just a Smash machine. And
Yeah.
then Animal Crossing. To
Man, that's really inappropriate.
But yeah, so
I agree with you that like at first blush the concept seems perfect, and I think the conversation around the last couple of years has been like, why would Nintendo do something completely different after this when the Switch and its portable nature and the Joy-Cons and all of this is just like so perfect for them? But I think you're right. They're like there's a lot left that they need to improve on.
They just
Yeah.
need more TLC.
it's too fragile.
Yeah,
It's too fragile.
yeah.
It's just not meant to like
something
like
that's portable
The thing
like
they
that.
show you in the commercials is not meant for that.
Yeah.
The kickstand snaps off.
Oh yeah.
The Joy-Cons get loose inside of the Switch. I've seen people with that happen with that, like from using it. Like
Yeah.
putting it in and out of a bag is not ideal. Using those little rubber thumbsticks.
Yeah, because
Yeah, how many people scratch their screen just put it in the dock?
In and out of the dock,
Like,
right.
For
Yeah.
for like the first few months,
Oh, I
used
forgot.
it.
I put felt on the
Yeah.
inside of my dock.
I
just
used to
keep that-
ra-
I
put
forgot that I did
put
that.
a piece of like a screen protector thing, like just drape it over and then put it in.
And
Just because I didn't want
your
it.
Joy-Cons don't latch in there. You can easily just like push it up. So,
Right.
Like you said, if you put it in a bag, they just like will end up pushing up, and that just like ruins your Joy-Cons, and,
Yeah.
like their grip.
So I hope that the Switch Pro or whatever they're calling it, the Super Switch, which is awesome. That's
Super
that's-
Nintendo.
Nintendo
I
Switch.
really hope
Nintendo's-
it's called that.
The
yeah.
Super Nintendo Switch would be an
If
awesome
they don't
game.
call it that, they drop the ball.
I hope they take over what they've seen over the last 4 years, and I hope they've like kept all that in mind and like actually not perfected it, but at least improved.
Hopefully, it's
on
like a Vita.
Yeah, I've
You know?
had
How's
a
that
different
thing
experience
feel?
in a lot of ways.
Dude,
actually.
great.
There's some things I absolutely agree with.
solid?
Like
Your
the
handheld.
kickstand
Yeah.
is complete garbage. Mine like is wobbly. All right, it used to just fall off all the time, and I'm just like, am I gonna have to go and just take it off completely because it keeps falling off? But now it's better for some reason. I don't know. It's weird.
It's also absurd. You can't have it stand like my iPad. I have the smart cover.
Yeah.
I think they still call it that smart cover, and you like roll it up underneath it, and it sits up. On my bed, it can sit up. On my desk, it can sit up. with the Switch.
Nope.
It has to be on a perfectly flat, hard surface. That's
Yeah.
when it stands up.
And it's
So
at a
those-
weird angle too. You can't even like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Adjust
gotta,
the angle
you
of
gotta
it.
like
Part
look
about
down
it.
at it like this.
Yeah.
Can't charge it when it's in that mode.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Super Switch apparently will have like a what are they called now? Why am I drawing a blank on this?
No Bluetooth.
The,
Green bean.
The kickstand.
Okay.
It has a kickstand similar to the Surface, where it apparently be
Ooh,
variable and it
okay.
goes across the entire thing. Like that is a big improvement for sure.
Yeah.
With battery, I actually am still amazed at how good my battery.
See, now I think that mine is just super
Yeah,
defective,
defective.
because the battery is awful. And I always I didn't let it get low or whatever hurts batteries. Like,
Yeah.
I did normal play. It was either in the dock or I had it in my hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll be laying in bed with it and I'll be like, all right, I'll just play it until it dies. Then I'm like, just fucking die so I can go to sleep. Like, it won't. But what was the other thing? Oh, in Joy-Con Drift, I think I just gotten lucky. I got blue Joy-Cons because I just wanted a different color besides the gray.
Yeah,
and then I
those blue
got
Cons
Drift
are
with
hot.
those. And then after that, I've had the same set of Joy-Cons playing 400 hours of Animal Crossing. I've had no problems with.
I have
with
the
drift really.
on the colorway Joy-Cons I got, but the original Joy-Cons I got don't have drift.
Yeah. I had drift on the neon ones.
I haven't had drift, but I was telling Holton last night that my Switch, if I play it docked, the dock is like right beside my TV, and I play sitting in a chair, maybe 6 feet from the dock. Like literally, I could touch the TV with my toes. All the things your parents tell you not to do. And if I'm sitting like this and like my Joy-Con moves a little bit to the inside of my leg where it blocks the connection to the Switch, it
Doesn't pick it up.
Really?
doesn't pick up any of the button presses or anything like that.
But like in my place, I'm farther away from the TV than you are, and my Switch dock is like velcroed behind my TV's entertainment center, and I could just dock my Switch back there and it disappeared. I don't have any problems with that. So
Yeah.
Nintendo just knows that I love them so
Yeah.
much.
They're like, we ain't gonna.
Yep.
fuck-
Like,
go
the
up.
one guy, we got to keep our fanboy happy.
I made that custom Switch during quarantine.
Oh, yeah.
Other than
Right.
Switch dock.
Yeah.
And it's just a little box and it sticks in the back of my TV, and then just a USB-C cable comes out, and it works just like the normal dock. And it's nice. I can keep it on there and unplug it and take it with me without having to have this
Yeah.
cumbersome big.
The dock is
Dock.
horrible. It is really bad.
I wish,
it's
and also
so cheap.
I wish the dock
Really
had
cheap,
an
yeah.
Ethernet port, so you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
without having to get an
also
adapter.
rumored for the Super Switch.
That would be nice. I hope it has Bluetooth. I really hope it has Bluetooth.
God,
Yes.
fucking Bluetooth
Yeah.
audio.
Like,
Yeah.
how do you not?
When
Like,
you not
look,
have
Vita has it.
Yep.
like the things that
Yeah.
have
That's
Bluetooth
it.
is
Yep.
my fridge has Bluetooth. It doesn't need Bluetooth. The Switch does not, and I want it to.
So one way I get around that is my television is Bluetooth, so I can do Bluetooth headphones to my TV and I get the audio that way. But portable, it's like,
Yep.
am I gonna plug in headphones, or I'm just gonna turn the volume off?
Yeah.
So if you can
'cause I
see
don't
me,
like-
I have my power bank plugged into my portable Switch and my headphones coming out of it, so I look like I'm hooked up to. I look like Dr. Hartman from Death Stranding, hooked up to like my machine. Like I'm on life support in bed playing Pokemon. The battery's heating up in my lap. Like just give me a working Switch.
Do you know what's weird? Sony had the thing with the DualSense where like some of them were drifting, and that's bad and needed to get fixed, and I think it has. But people still compare it to like, oh, Sony needs to get called out for it. It's as bad as Nintendo. 4 out of 5 of us just said that our Joy-Cons have drifted. None of us have had like a drift on the DualSense.
I think I have a drift on my DualSense.
Okay, 1 out of 5.
But it's so
But,
like I was playing Mass Effect and playing into Mass Effect 2, like one of the planets is
Oh, yeah.
slowly. I'm like, motherfucker.
But it's just like 4 out of 5 of us have said our Joy-Cons have drifted. Like,
Yep.
that's an issue.
Yeah, the Joy-Con drift was like severe.
Yeah.
Like, it was
Yeah.
like going across the screen. I'm like, oh fuck.
Like the fact that like there's still no solution for it, it's just like how.
I think a part of it, because the Pro controller, to my understanding, has not had these problems. I think it's just a smaller joystick. It's a different part, different manufacturer, maybe like something like that. But did the Vita have these problems? Because that was also like a really small joystick. I don't know if it
never heard
did.
of it,
I never
no.
heard of it.
I've never heard about any kind of drift until
That's true. Yeah, I
Joy-Con
didn't hear of it
drift.
until Joy-Cons. Even though I know that based on your research that it's existed on.
Oh,
other-
yeah.
I've had
On everything.
drift
So-
on like the 360 and PS4 and things like
Yeah.
that, but it's like it's never been widespread.
I've never noticed it until
yeah.
One of the episodes of the grind I was thinking about doing, I kind of did some early research on it and kind of realized there's not enough here to really like
Dive
delve on.
into it, yeah.
But was on Joy-Con drift, and like, is this really a huge problem or not? And there are like the 360 had Joy-Con drift issues. Like, it seems like every console has them. It just seems like there's a wider like extent with the Switch.
Is it on everybody's original? Is it on your original Joy-Cons? Or-
Yeah, my original Neons.
Yeah.
To be fair, I modded my original Joy-Cons with the purple thing, and I broke the left one, and so I just don't play with those. So I don't know if it's on that or not.
My atomic purple ones didn't have get the drift. The original Joy-Cons that came with the system do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. I mean, they should fix it. I was kind of thinking about this in terms of like, there's an aspect to this, which is this is a mechanical part. Mechanical parts always fail. They have a certain number of uses before they break.
Yeah.
And to me, it kind of feels like back in like the 2000s when laptop batteries lasted like 3 hours, and it's like, this is a problem. This defeats the use case of the device. Like, because it drains faster, the batteries will fail in a long term like faster. Like, we can say like it's this purposeful thing that the manufacturers did this so that yada yada, but selling you batteries yada yada yada. But I kind of feel like it's probably just this is newer and they're figuring it out. And it will get better over time. I don't think Nintendo wants this to be like the issue that it is.
Oh yeah, buy more. That'll solve your problem.
Yeah,
Just buy another set, guys.
I really don't think. I know there's like examples of like light bulb companies doing this and stuff, but like I really don't think that like these brands who have like happy feelings towards them really want to do that. Like purposely make something shitty so that
so that you have to buy another one.
Yeah, it's like people are still like, oh, Sony's like artificially like keeping the stock down on the PS5. Like, Sony doesn't need to do that.
Right.
Nintendo maybe or did not do it for the Switch, but it's like the Wii U sold nothing. I can understand maybe wanting to make a case if they did artificially like have scarcity, but Sony does not need to do that whatsoever.
Yeah, that's all on everyone.
it'll hurt the brand loyalty. Like if their products keep failing, and they want that recurring, customer to come back, especially in this industry where, at least maybe not so much for Nintendo, but like PS5 DualSense controller like failed. I'm going to Xbox now because my controllers always fail on PlayStation. Like they don't want to set themselves up for that. Even like the whole this is kind of off topic, like the whole Apple thing with like slowing down the phone, like
with
a planned obsolescence. It's like if you kind of know what why that was happening, it's the opposite of planned obsolescence. Like they didn't do it to get you to not buy an iPhone or to buy an iPhone again. It was just, I don't know. Stuff irks me. But anything else for We're So Fucking Humble? You guys want to go over?
Just excited to go see this movie that I haven't watched the first one.
Same.
Well, you can go watch the rest of it on your phone while we're at Dave & Buster's, and we'll
good.
play Halo.
You guys play Halo?
Yeah.
Good.
There's the 4-person Halo game, and you're the 5th person that hates Halo.
It's 5 of us. I don't have to play.
You do the sign-offs. You gotta.
Hey everyone, you have homework. We don't have a game on game show today because I was irresponsible and I just love these boys and I didn't want to spend time thinking of things in solo.
I'm just deleting Notion off
It's
your
okay. The podcast went way too long.
It's okay. I love it.
How long
I love
is this gone? 3
don't know.
hours?
2 hours and 25 minutes.
Oh, sexy.
I don't think it's our longest one. I'm surprised.
So you have homework. Go to patreon.com/respawnaimfire
Give us
where
money.
you can give us a buck.
Not me, money.
You can give us a buck. You can go get some new Pride wallpapers. They're freaking dope.
They are dope. They are
I
really
should have
dope.
held it up for the camera.
Hold it up. Do it now. Just
Do it,
tap
do
it.
it.
Just tap it.
Oh, right. Oh, don't help with the notifications. There it is.
Love
Ooh,
that.
it's so pretty.
Love that.
Go get those. They're free for everybody. You don't have to give us the $1 to get those. It's available for everyone. But you do have to go to patreon.com/respawnaimfire to see it.
That's cool.
Vote for Barf. I guess we'll be putting that out in like a week for Barf for
No, because we're
July.
going to push Barf back so that we could all play Red Dead.
Hey guys.
Okay, but if you push
I'm bored with
Barf
that.
back to July and you let me know we're pushing it back to July,
You're not gonna play
I'm not
Red
going to
Dead.
play it
Yeah,
until
he's
July.
gonna be in the same place a month from now.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, wait. You said you don't want. You're afraid you're not going to finish it because Final Fantasy, whatever the fuck, is coming out.
Intergrade.
It's
Yeah,
coming out in
please
2 weeks,
Thursday.
right?
No, it comes out on Thursday.
Yeah, so play through that and then go back to Red Dead.
Please
it
push
back.
Red Dead back.
Yeah, let's push it back.
Do that. Play with us on game nights. This month is going to be a little bit weird, not only for game nights, but also for like releases of episodes too, as we've got some life events happening. It's going to be fun. I'm moving. Holden, I don't know. What are you
What are you doing, Holden?
bathing more regularly? Not that you weren't already, but I don't know. Maybe
You
it's
want
like
to talk
2 a
about
day.
this?
Yeah, I want you to talk about it.
Oh no, we'll talk about that later.
What?
But yeah, some life events. We'll talk about that off air. So yeah, so just know that in June things are going to be a little weird.
July, I'm out of work, so I'll be game night. And
Nice.
Let's go.
do a little
Nice.
rating.
I farted again, so we'll get out of here real quick. Here's our usual sign off. I farted again, and I'm not sorry about it.